like a 3-second countdown before you go live, and I'll go live with you.
You found Napalm and welcome to the stream. Butt naked level 1, that's the meme. Nipple lasers activate into high beam. MMOs and RPGs, that's the theme. We almost lost, but we got the drop. We got XP potions from the cash shop. Swung my axe like chop, chop, chop. 7 citations from the MMO cop. He's Napalm,
Go live,
He's got a poop sock at his bedside.
Who's got puppets as his guide?
It's Napalm and he's verified.
Who's done pale from avoiding outside?
It's Napalm with some block applied.
Who loves to always eat Popeyes?
Napalm eating ghost pepper fried. I thought the digital world since I've been birthed. Daybreak curse, well burst, MMO thirst. Jump in head first, best to the worst. Submerged server first, wait, let me reverse. Speak out of turn cause I'm unrehearsed. No mobile game trash cause I'm uncoerced. I'm breast milk nursed, I'm cringe endorsed. I play so many games, my wife wants a divorce. He's Napalm and you can't deny. Talking to chat and his tune just died. Who's got streams you can rely? It's Napalm and he is your guy. Who's got the MMO battle cry? It's Napalm, let me clarify. Who likes fantasy and not sci-fi? It's Napalm coming through your Wi-Fi. He's Napalm and he's going worldwide. He's got a poop sock at his desk side. Who's got puppets as his guide? It's Napalm and he's verified. Who's gone pale from avoiding outside? It's Napalm with some block applied. Who loves to always eat Popeyes? Napalm, so now please subscribe. Thank you to the members of Napalm and the subs on Twitch. You are helping me go full time. Remember, the goal is 1,000 and Nathan returns in full glory. So consider clicking join like all these people here or by subbing up on Twitch and supporting the Nathan Napalm. I want to give a very special shout out to the Lords of Napalm. Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, Farthest Reach, Random Rob, What's the Takeaway? Thank you for your highest tier membership. Click join below the video or subscribe on Twitch today.
Scrolling on YouTube, what do you see? It's Nathan Napalm bringing laughs for free. But hey, don't you think he deserves some cheddar? Super chat's right there, it's never been better. Click that join, be a member today. Support the Napalm in the funniest way. Or head to Twitch and sub, don't delay. Cause Nathan's the king, your MMO.
He's live. I don't see him live right now.
Joppa?
Are you following?
Who's live?
No,
I'm live.
He's roasting those games,
Poe?
dropping hot reviews, dropping those jokes.
Yeah, he was playing MechWarrior 5
So
already.
toss a coin or a super chat blast. Make sure his content forever lasts. Don't be shy, don't be shy. Don't be cheap.
Alright, bring
The
him on
join
live,
button
live.
won't make you weep. Get emojis, perks, and
What is up? We're live.
Wait a minute, who are you?
We are live.
I'm back.
What is
Who
happening,
is
guys?
this?
Where am I? What day is it?
Where are we?
Nape Nate? Nape Nate? Is that you?
Napalm.
Oh, Nepal.
Oh, it's French. Okay.
It's French. Nathan Napalm.
Perfect.
Oh, there's Big Bones right here.
Yeah, invite this dialogue.
We're gonna remake the party. Everybody leave this group.
Oh my god. Well, now I gotta trade him anyways and see if he needs any of the stuff I'm gonna give him.
What's up, Daimlos? New phone, who dis?
That's great.
Oh, what are these things? Swamp Sentinel Mel leggings? What's this swamp gear? Is it because I'm from Louisiana?
Yeah, you got that swamp thing. Isn't that what Winter calls it?
The swamp thing. I'm going to ask her to now. Stamina wisdom?
Yeah, I don't know if they're better than what you already have, but they're chained, so I thought I'd give them to you and see. If you don't need them, it's all good.
Those pants are
The
definitely an
rings should be
upgrade.
pretty decent for now until you get better.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the hands I got, I think are better. Yeah, they are. Do you want these back? The swamp thing?
Don't worry about it. You can pass them on to a guildie or whatever you want to do. They're good cleric gloves.
Who did Joppa raid? Did he do it yet?
He
He
did.
rated Co.
He rated a disappointing choice.
Co? Co's playing Mech Warrior 5.
Co's not even playing Pantheon.
I know. Lame.
It's a sad day. Sad day.
Here's what I think happened. He was like, "Hey, I'm rating you because play Pantheon." Wink, wink, wonk, wonk.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Like, I scratch your scrotum, you scratch mine. Isn't that how it goes?
I thought it was lit.
Oh!
Just scratch backs.
Oh, right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Am I gonna get us canceled tonight, guys?
Nah.
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 I think they canceled cancel culture is what I was told. That's what somebody told me.
Ah,
We'll just get
Amen.
5 extra Blue Chew ads now.
that's
What's
fine.
up, Zukan?
What's up, Zuka?
Rated Co. And I don't know if it's still what he's playing, but I did see while I was rushing home so I could play Pantheon, I did see... Oh, is it too late to jump? I did see that it said he went live and he's playing Mech Warrior 5 because I was like, lame, don't care. Mech Warrior, don't care. Did I? I cared back in 1995.
Oh, burn.
Dude, that OG PlayStation
Yeah, dude.
Warrior.
Heck yeah. I did care then. That game was awesome back then. Mech Warrior 2. That was the last Mech Warrior I played.
Who were we missing? We lost the Dorkachu.
I was distracted by Pokemon cards. Blame the daughter.
Stop it.
I
Don't
didn't
tell
do
me
it.
Daimlos has inflicted his Pokemon Pocket Infliction on you.
Yeah.
No, it was an actual Pokemon card.
Oh, and she was like, "I got a Pikachu." You're like, "That's good, daughter. That's good."
It was a Pikachu, and it's a holo, so yeah, it's like a big deal.
Wait, what? Is this real?
Did you say
Real.
Mahalo?
No, but I wish I did. I want to go back to Hawaii so bad. Right this second.
All right, who's leading us to the Fairlinks?
I just
You
want
are.
Me.
everybody to know that this is the first time I've even been in my office in like a week and a half. I've been missing because my wife had to go out of town with my son, and my wife's grandmother, who we take care of, has been in the hospital, and I had to take care of her. And even when we got her home, I couldn't leave to come upstairs because I wouldn't be able to hear her in case she needs something, because she can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? She's bedridden. So this is the first time I've been able. My wife's back. So first time I've been even in this room in a week and a half. And I had more. Oh, the reason I said all that was because I wanted everybody to know that I am almost completely caught up on Cobra Kai, and it is my favorite show of all time. It's my favorite show of all time. I love it. Johnny Lawrence, love that guy. Love him. Best character ever.
Gula, we have to watch this after we watch Alien.
It's so good, Gula. I'm serious. It is so good. It is seriously, for people our age, anybody I would say like 30 plus, it's the best show ever, dude.
I'm only 25.
But you got the same, you got the spirit that we have, so you're gonna love it too.
I'm kidding. I'm not 25.
He's like 51.
Oh,
Pretty close.
then you're gonna
It's
love
like
it.
100.
I'm 101.
Halfway there.
Oh God.
Oh, Mark says track. He can take us to the Fairlinks. I forgot.
There's 2 camps. I think the one to the north is like
Mark's probably got to.
north-ish.
Mark says like, wait, what? What's track? I didn't
Wait,
buy
no.
that spell.
I don't think I played Pantheon with Marcus since like pre-alpha.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a
We
while.
used to always play. Marcus used to always be in my group. We got it.
Yeah, Steve's out apparently.
Got
with-
abandoned by Steve. He just said, "Screw you guys."
Yeah.
We were like, "You playing tonight, Steve?" And he was like, "I don't like you guys anymore. Why don't you leave me alone?" We're like, "Jeez, man."
Yeah, basically.
So old faithful's here.
It's like if he was like, "Hey, listen, I'm just not feeling it," I would have been okay. But he was like, "No, fuck Nathan, and specifically fuck Mr. C. I regret making that promo."
He said it ruined his life. He said that we ruined his life since he started playing with us. He said his whole life has fallen apart. His girlfriend left him. His restaurant got shut down. Like he said, like we have just ruined his life. It's weird.
And we say, "Listen, man, it's not our fault. They put that weird roofing on one restaurant."
Oh man, that was a friggin' trip.
What's funny is that there's some lies and some truth sprinkled in what we just.
yeah. That's why it gets so confusing.
Mr. C, what category are these guys in?
They are humanoid.
They're not showing up on humanoid.
You have to you have to move out a little bit sometimes in order to start seeing them.
I think we're losing the Dorkachu and
Oh no.
yes, yeah.
Sorry, I had my nose.
Yeah, I just
in the
looked. It looks like they're a bit to the northeast, and I just figured we'd run this way and see if they pop up.
Heck of an idea.
Us halflings have to stick together because it takes two of us to make a holing.
Yeah,
Is that like
sounds
a
like a
mermaid?
halfling pickup line to me.
Instead of just a murmur?
Yeah.
Hey, girl, you want to make a holing?
Hey, girl.
Listen, try that out of the club. You're gonna slay.
Heading to the right.
It should lead the way. Go, Gadget Ranger.
Melvin wants to ask some questions. When
When you're not
I'm not streaming, yeah. If you got me on Discord, you can always DM me. That's the only. I think that's the only private way to talk to me that I can think of right now.
Dear Nathan, how many balls do you have? And is it less than 2? This is very important.
Is it less than 2?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And how do you prefer them licked?
Always.
Always.
Oh,
And then he's like, if you have 2 balls, how do you make a dick ball burger sandwich?
Oh. 2 halflings in a trench coat is the only way the bank takes them seriously. Exactly. Or to get into the theater. All right, gonna send me a DM. All right, thanks, Melvin.
We're losing people. Where you get that?
Watch, it's like not even
Oh,
like
you guys
that
went-
embarrassing. He's just like, hey, if I was to play a ranger, what ranger would I play?
I'm gonna.
It's like,
I
okay.
bet it has something to do. I'm just taking a guess here, Melvin.
Nathan
So
and I
bear
are
with me.
lost.
Yeah, we're not with you guys. Let's see. They
Well,
went
yeah,
this
I
way.
know.
You know those
Literally
pointers?
10 feet
Those
from-
pointer
We're
things?
so short that the
was-
route blocked you guys.
Couldn't see over the root of the tree.
You guys might as well have
It's
been
just like real
gone.
life. It's true. Like, where'd they go?
I'm going to take a guess because I've been gone for a week and a half that somebody acted a fool in the guild. Oh, never mind. No, Daimos, shut up. I actually thought you were being serious. I actually took that seriously for a second. I was like, oh, it's a kidney stone question. I can definitely answer any questions you have about that.
Bro, now.
I even had an ear stone I removed the other day. I'm getting stones
Damn.
out of all my orifices.
You got, yeah. You been shoving that chicken in your ear now?
Got that calcium. They said it was a calcium deposit. Actually, I didn't go to the
Those
doctor
pepper
for that.
chicken coming out of all your orifices?
Yeah. I just Googled that one. I didn't go to the doctor for that one.
How'd you do the whatever maneuver?
I felt it, dude. And you know what I thought? I felt something in my ear. I'd lost my hearing in that ear. And I kept putting peroxide in there and then I felt something in there. And I thought, you know what I thought was going on was you hear those stories about people who stick a toy in their ear when they're a kid and it comes out when they're an adult or a doctor finds it or
Or
whatever.
a bug crawls in there. That's
Or a
awesome.
bug. I didn't think of a bug,
Piece of raw
Oh, it's a real
macaroni in my
thing.
ear.
but I've heard
When
about
I
the
was a
bug
kid.
thing. Oh, what? A grilled cheese. Is that what you said?
No, a little like sliver of like macaroni that hadn't been.
Oh, that makes sense.
Somebody dared me to do it. What an idiot!
Did you get it out?
I had to go to the doctor.
Oh, they did get it out, though.
Oh, we're here. Perfect. Look
I
at
was
that.
in,
Master
preschool.
Marks took us to the perfect spot.
Nice, thank you, Mark.
Once I removed that out of my ear, though, I told my wife that was concentrated bullshit that I've had to hear from her mouth over these years.
Wow. You know, sometimes it's amazing that you and Winter are still in a relationship.
I know. She lets me say anything. It's the best. I can say anything. She doesn't get mad. She laughs.
I'm amazed that after that girlfriend phone debacle that she didn't throw.
It's still on my phone. I still feel like there's some more funny moments I can get out of that. It's still like that. Still feel like
I don't blame you.
I feel like there's another funny moment I can get out of life by leaving her other phone number as my girlfriend. And it's an older picture of her. So even if somebody knew my wife, this is like her many years ago, so it kind of does look like a different person for the picture too.
That one. Save me.
Okay, I was right. I thought it would have something to do with that. Apple cider vinegar in every orifice. What's up, Winter?
Ew. Smell like feet.
Vinegar cures everything.
I guess the opening gap's just stacked now. You don't have to be a different level. Never mind, you're
Good.
10.
What? What was it?
I thought the opening gaps just stacked regardless, but they don't. You have to be a different level. I was misinformed.
We got a patch hide cap here. Probably nobody wants it, but I'm going to leave it there just in case.
Yep. I think we're probably all good.
What's up, Tom Wandro? What's up, Ingle? Oh no, we got people stealing named
people grab
mobs
that
and
one.
quest items.
Should I pull it? Okay. Incoming.
Okay, so I heard. So definitely DM me about it, Melvin. But if it's, we don't have to do it publicly on a stream or anything. But like, Gula knows what I'm talking about. There's been other reports. If it just so happens to be the same person, then we can deal with that as needed.
Yep, stuff happens.
Yeah. Gets a little bit crazy sometimes.
Yeah, it's hard when you're dealing with like second and third hand information too.
Yeah, but I always figure if you got multiple people
Yeah.
telling the same
Yep,
story,
when
there's
multiple people are telling the same. Exactly.
we got to accept it as truth at that point, Oh, there will be that. By the way, I hope there's faction and from the guards. Yes, so that used to actually be in the game. They took it out temporarily because we're limited right now with only 6 zones. So they removed that, but they can easily turn that back on where guards attack dire lords in certain places or the ogres in certain places, stuff like that. So a little bit of that faction type. This group doesn't like that group and all that. And that's definitely a huge part of the final vision of the game. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate it, man. You had so some of the guild members upset some of the women in the community. There's only 3, so we gotta protect them.
We got one of them here.
One of them's here.
And it takes a bit to offend me, so no, not sure.
Oh, nice. Nice, Belvin. I like that. Everybody games in the house. They're all playing Pantheon, even better. Like and sub. Woo, Corey. Corey's been a member for 8 months. Like and sub for Keep Me. Rub secret recipe. What is the secret recipe that goes on Keep Meat? It depends on the person. Me personally, I prefer ghost pepper Keep Meat.
I just like putting raw.
You can't pull
roasted
that
metal.
quick, Marks. I have no mana for this.
Oh, you want me to run them off?
Run it off. Yeah, run them off.
Uh-oh, I just taunted one of them.
I can probably keep
It's
one
okay.
as when he comes back.
I mean, Vin's got half, so
I'm
we
good
might be able
now.
to take
Sure,
one.
very
Yeah.
good.
But it's all good. We can reset him. Vin, or Mr. C should be hitting 10 soon, and then he'll get Whisper and.
I'm
and all
very
of us
close.
too.
I figure out how chunky the experience is at this level.
The secret
Who's
red.
bringing him?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna grab
Let's
one.
go.
All right. Well, of course I attacked the one that you mezzed.
Oh,
That's
well,
what-
well,
that's
don't
what-
get the other. Oh my God, Marks! They went around a corner.
Line of sight. Sorry.
The secret recipe to Keep Meat is the same ingredient used to enhance taunts in Embers Adrift.
Urine?
If
You're not
you
supposed to say it out
if you
loud.
know, you know.
Urine mixed with saliva, right?
Yeah, a little bit of
Well, that's
spit.
true. Good point.
So Embers Adrift was the real Hawktua.
It was Hawktua before.
Before Hawktua. That's not even fair. I bet they got that idea from Embers Adrift. Because that's how you taunt things in that game. You got to spit on that thing.
Try to get you some in the bag though.
Pantheon on Reddit? Are you asking me if the devs read Reddit for feedback? I hope not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my God.
I hope they don't, because maybe I've got a distorted view of things. But it seems like Reddit is probably the worst place to go for feedback, in my
Have you heard
personal
what
opinion.
Drax said about Reddit in the past?
No, what?
He said when he does the rewinds, the YouTube rewinds, he pretty much just posts it to Reddit and runs away.
Oh,
Never
that's what I
posts
do.
it.
I quit posting there, but I used to post and run. I wouldn't even go back.
Yep,
It would say
post
people
and goes.
replied. I would just not even read that. I would just better off not even knowing.
Oh my God! I got the rarest loot in the game. A patch
You got a
hide belt.
belt.
Nathan, do you have a belt? What belt do you have, Nathan?
I have the patch hide belt, 3 armor.
Oh, fine. This one's going to my pet. Lunch. Do
What about the
assuming-
ranger or the rogue?
Yeah, I was gonna say the ranger or the rogue need a leather 3 armor leather belt.
Yeah, it's better than my 2 armor. cloth one.
All right, roll for it. What, a 2 armor cloth one? Why do I not have that one?
You want it?
Roll for the belt. We'll see if you get it. You and Mark's roll. Roll off.
I'm not getting it.
Let's see. Oh, Mark's beat you with a
69, dude.
Ooh,
Nice.
Congrats.
the winning number.
Good, Ben.
Yep.
Thatched hide boots dropped. 10 armor, 1 dex.
Did you say patch hide cooch? Is that what you said?
I did not. I said thatched hide
Or-
boots.
Oh, that makes more sense.
The Thatch Raj Cat Cottages.
I think when you win a piece of gear from rolling a 69, it's a free pass to First City. I think.
Thank you. I agree because
Yeah. Let's go.
that happened the other day when we were in a group. Right, Gulu? I got 69. I'm like, yep, I automatically win.
I'm a
And I actually
dog
did.
with the bone, know I'm saying rough. Let me give it to you,
I
baby.
keep
It will
hearing people
never
say
be
that if you
enough.
roll a
Let me
one,
put
you should
my
win,
lips
and
to
one should get
your
like
ear. Let me tell
100.
you something,
And
dear.
I'm of the mind, if you roll a
Then I'm
1, I think you
gonna,
should have to
then I'm
give
gonna
up.
grab you by
Yeah,
you'll be-
I
It should
agree
be
with
like
you, Gula.
D&D and
Yeah.
having a critical failure.
Congrats.
Like, you should drop your gear on the ground.
Yeah, rolling a
Napoleon.
1 is a crit miss. Yeah, that means something bad happened. Not only did you fail, you automatically failed. You failed before you even tried.
You lose. Good day, sir.
All right, wrap it up. That plan is over.
There's a 1 constitution arm chest.
I am level 9. Looks like Marcus is also level 9, and everybody else is level 10.
A threaded hemp tunic.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's smoke it.
Look at the freaking log. The little wood staff. It's like all it is 12 physical damage, but it looks like a legit piece of like lumber. Or a
Things
well, yeah,
should be a
log.
little easier now.
You guys ever smoked any of those jungle herbs?
I think we're gonna have to try.
Heard it was pretty crazy.
We might run out of time.
Guys, I am appalled by I'm appalled right now. I'm upset with everybody in chat right now.
Okay.
I mentioned Cobra Kai and I got no support from chat. Nobody, not a single
What
person.
is wrong with that?
It is the best show. Have you guys watched it? It is so good.
Up to date on it? The last season's kind of.
Oh, maybe that's
mean,
why. No, I'm on
kinda-
season 4 right now.
I know they're not up to snuff with this, but I kind of want to know how it went at work where you had to go Cobra Kai on people.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
last Wednesday. So let me explain what's going on. It's kind of not a good situation. I kind of don't.
Marks,
I don't feel
Marks,
good about this.
you
So
need to wait for the bubble also if you're gonna pull.
you
Give
know,
you the same advice I gave Nathan. Go ahead, Nathan. I'm sorry.
you know how sometimes like corporate will give you like it's kind of a ridiculous goal. You know, it's a little high. It's a little
Yes.
too high. You know, to
Oh, dude, I
naturally.
couldn't stand that when I worked in that kind of industry.
We're in that situation. However, here's what happened. I got in trouble for the team not getting it, as this is how corporate does it. You know what I mean? I got in trouble, as in, you know, a corrective action, which I've never had a corrective action in my entire life. Okay? So, you know, I hate that I had to do it, but that's the way it is when you're in corporate, man. I had to go and dish that pain out to the people who actually control these things. You know what I mean? Because it's not me. I don't control it. You know. So I wouldn't. No, it wasn't one of those things I was actually like happy about doing. You know, it's kind of sad
Yeah.
that that's the world we live in. But
Oh, I've been in a similar situation. Like when I was in sales at a certain point, and they did our like your goals were off of the previous year. And
Right.
It was like date for date. So it's like
Yep, us
you
too,
might
yep.
work March 2nd and it's a Saturday and you work like lunch to closing, which is great for sales. And then then your goal is set off of that, and then you work March 2nd again and you're working like an opening shift on a Wednesday.
Yeah, and you got to beat that Saturday.
Yeah, it makes no sense. So
Yeah.
you're like, what the hell are you guys talking?
Yeah. Yep. And it gets real silly because sometimes there'll be a holiday this year, but there wasn't a holiday the previous year from that particular day, right? Like
Yeah,
Thanksgiving, for example, changes. So you'll get in trouble for the week that it's Thanksgiving that one for this year, but then like the next week, when it was Thanksgiving the previous year, they're like, oh my gosh, you did awesome. Like, no, I didn't. You know what I mean? It evens out, you morons. You know what I mean? It was Thanksgiving last year. So
Well, there should be other ways to tell if somebody's doing a good or bad
Yeah.
job. Like your manager should know who in the
the further out you zoom, the more sense it makes, right? So month over month, year over year, okay, fair.
Well, and if you average it among employees too, like that was another
Yeah.
thing is like I would have goals where it's like I'd go in and they'd be like, okay, your goal is $1,800, and the person next to me doing the same job who's getting the same pay as goal is $200.
Right, yeah, you gotta watch that, yeah. Especially if they work in the same place. Like they're different
we're in the same
locations.
location,
Yeah,
working the
that's
same
not fair.
hours
Yeah,
at the
that's
same
not fair. That's not fair. Yeah, I think the Fallout series, the first season was really good too. Looking forward to seeing more of that. I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I was in karate when I was a kid. Something about Cobra. Maybe it's because I liked the Karate Kid movies when I was a kid. It's the 80s throwbacks. Freaking the main character, dude. Where's he been all my life, dude? Where has this guy been? He's so good. Johnny Lawrence is such a good character, dude.
Anybody need a shawl? Or armor? For shoulders?
No, get out of here.
I don't know what everybody
Get out of here with that shawl.
I could you take it.
Oh, fine, give it to Mark.
Here. That's what I was wondering.
He's got all these twink items and he needs a cloth shawl.
I don't have that one.
What do you have for boots? Mark.
Moss Claw. It's 15 armor, 1 agility, 1 con.
Okay, that's better than what I picked up earlier.
Thank you though.
Of course. If anybody needs any of this crap, please. I'm sorry, stuff. Very nice, fine, quality items.
So I've been gone a little while. What's been going on with Pantheon? Anything new? I heard about the duping today.
I mean, the
Yeah.
greatest class ever to be made is coming out right away.
When is right away? Like just soon?
Either next Wednesday or 2 Wednesdays after that. 2 weeks after that.
Ooh, okay. So within the next 3 weeks.
Well, hopefully, he said end of January, beginning of February. So.
Okay.
So we're almost there.
That's exciting.
Awesome.
No bard though.
That'll be the last one left, though.
And he talked about charm, but didn't give any ETA.
Oh, but they are starting to work on it or something?
Sounds like they've been working on it for a while, and every time they get close to putting it in, they start realizing how broken it is, and then don't put it in.
Yeah, the druid. Yeah, the druid.
And I guess they're, grinding away on Black Rose Keep, so hopefully we get that sooner rather than later.
I heard Beastlord was going to be in before Bard.
Who knows?
Get outta here.
He speculated.
Base Lord.
That class, it's already almost done.
Did you guys hear about him talking about the warrior? He was talking about the tank classes today, and people were asking if warrior was going to be a viable two-hand tank.
Okay.
And he was like, well, maybe if they gear right, but really the two-hand tank is the Dire Lord. and he said warrior will never be a two-hand DPS class. That class will be added later.
That class will be added later.
A two-hand
Yeah,
DPS class that's
there will
not
be a
the druid
two-hand
or the bard.
DPS class.
Berserker.
It'd be funny if it was the
It
bard.
kind of sounded like something like a berserker or a barbarian or
No,
something. Who
dude,
knows?
it's the bard, dude. They're changing the bard to be a
The bard-
two-hand
yeah, the bard's
DPS.
The two-hand DPS.
He plays it. He's
Spirit
a,
support.
The instruments are two hands,
I'm
right?
into it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
into
true.
it.
Walking out with two hands.
That is
It's a
true.
one-handed instrument.
yeah,
right?
like a lute. You know, that's two-hand.
Just beat people down with a guitar.
Flute, all of them.
I would.
I
love
mean, have you seen bards in Monsters and
Crom
Memories?
laughs, that's your bard.
They use two-handers.
Who does?
Bards in Monsters and Memories.
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
that was one of our best things was when Mr. C got a two-hand sword on his dwarf
Oh
bard.
my
and
god,
he
it was
just
glorious. He was so happy. The gods were singing, the angels were singing, and so was Mr.
It was
C.
huge.
It was amazing.
That god is nasty. I'm near death. I'm dead.
No.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh no.
Died.
What ad?
That one right there.
Oh shit.
A gas bat?
A
Oh, no,
feral-ing.
Okay. I'm blind.
The soul mender. Did we like trade bodies or something, Yulo?
If you cursed me with that, I am being
Hey.
so angry.
You
Cursed
wanna be in
you.
my body?
I got all the
Excuse me?
bad and none of the good.
What?
I'm going totally dirty here. I'm.
Where's my
what?
boobs?
I'm appalled at what you said, sir. Goodness.
Monsters and Memories does have a lot of potential. Full show.
It's so fun. It really is.
I agree with Zucan.
Yeah,
Loot
I-
is two-hand. Yes.
I really hope it just feels like a different kind of feeling. Like I think these games are going to be very similar in a lot of ways, but something to me feels like Monsters and Memories is just going to scratch a different itch. Hopefully.
I
Yeah.
think so, too.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be like, you know, P99 itch.
Yeah, I feel like this is where like the convergence is, right? Because right now I have a lot of like WoW Classic players who didn't play any EverQuest like games and they're enjoying Pantheon, and I feel like Monsters and Memories is more like it won't get that crowd. It'll get that old school EverQuest
Yeah.
crowd.
And some random people who, you know, like wanted to play EverQuest but can't because
Yeah.
it's too weird now, you know?
Yeah, live is such a goddamn mess.
It's a mess, dude. It's really rough to
terrible.
just dive into live on one of the regular servers
Well,
and
you
start trying to
need-
play.
You need like basically an expert guide who's like just gonna take you under his wing,
Yeah.
let you be his apprentice, and be
Right.
like, okay, listen.
Are you waiting for better res marks? There we go.
Poor guy.
It's waiting for a 50%er.
They said there's going to be a monument to Eridune. They did say that there was going to be at one point a long time ago. EQA
I
for
don't see
life.
why
What's
there
up,
isn't.
Sly?
There might already be one. Yeah, what's up, Sly?
I mean, there's one in
Sly.
live EverQuest.
Yeah.
There's a monument in one of the Karanas.
Yep. And there was always that Eridune stinks in the sewer. Or Eridune is stinky, is that what it says? Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. But you don't want to just have that be the only thing about Eridune in the game. That'd be kind of weird.
Wasn't there at one point they were working this a long time ago, like before Brad McQuaid passed away? But weren't they working on an expansion at one point? They were going to call it like the Death of Eridune or something like that. You guys remember that?
I don't.
Oh.
Anybody in chat know what I'm talking about? I don't even know if that's true or not. That's in my memory somehow, but I don't know why.
Well, speaking of Eridune, I've been going through some forum posts for a project that I'm working on. Wink, wink, wonk, wonk.
Mm.
And he said some interesting stuff in the past.
Brad McQuaid?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the forums, like how he originally wanted Pantheon to have Dark Souls like dodging action combat.
Oh, dang.
And yeah, as you can see, that didn't work out.
Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't do that, to be honest. I returned to EverQuest, bought it again later that year again. It was a huge change. Yeah, playing today is like a husk of your memories. Sly says he misses the gang. Hope Pantheon treating y'all good. Yeah, we are having a good time in Pantheon, for sure. Oh, snap. Vaughn just gifted out 10 memberships. Grando Reaper, welcome back. Trekilosopher, Kenneth Santos, Boss Hog, McCool, Howden. Welcome back, people. Thank you so much, Vaughn. Thank you so much. Kiefer Blue, Andrew Demarest, Sound R. It probably sounds really weird to everybody who's in Discord right now because they can probably just hear like.
Yes. But it's hype. Keep it up, Vaughn.
That's pretty awesome. How do I use my suicide vest here?
You have to put it on
I think you have to
before.
do out of combat, yeah.
Well, I tried, but
Well, try harder. You have to do it in stealth.
Missed you, buddy. Missed you too, man. Glad to be back. Man, it's a lot of dancing. It's a lot of dancing.
no. Oh, cannot be used in combat. Okay, but we're not in combat, are we?
It might be bugged. I think there's a lot of things that were a little wonky today.
Still going. We're still going.
Imagine if someone gifted you 100 subs. Would that be like?
That'd be
Oh my
amazing.
gosh.
I wish I could do it.
It'd be like the whole stream of me dancing. Imagine somebody just finding the video later and watching it.
They'd be like, what?
Hey, what's your opinions on? Never mind. He's still dancing. He's still dancing. Okay.
Sly just said I'm looking like the heir of Isildur. I think he's talking about my hair.
Oh, what you got going on with your hair?
It's long.
Oh,
and
my hair's
glorious.
long right now.
Oh, you're growing it out?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's
It's not
just-
getting a haircut.
It's
Yes,
just
it
what's happening. That's where I'm at right now. My hair's, it just is.
What's up, Black Lab?
It's not a decision that we're making. It's just something that's happening to us.
The indecision.
Yes, it's the indecision.
That's why my hair is like almost down to my waist at this point.
Dang.
Oh, there's
So I
like
am.
a pop here. What the hell's going on?
Oh, there might be. Might be like a patrol that spawns here. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the neck row.
thought you meant your hair. You were
The hair is just there.
I think I'm enjoying his hair more than
I do think now, hot take. I do think the Necro needs a bit more utility to it. Like, they call it a support, but I feel like the support right now is not enough. I feel like they need at least one kind of interrupt, like a true interrupt, not using their mez or their like short duration fears and interrupt. I don't know if you just give them like. I would like to see it be unique. Well, like, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking is like, enchanters have a spell that gives shock and awe, and I don't use it almost ever, but it puts a debuff on mobs that gives them a chance when they auto attack to stun them for like half a second. I think that could be much cooler if it was like something like that on the Necro with silence. If you made it so when the mobs auto attack, it has a chance to silence them for like 1 or 2 seconds.
Okay.
I think that's way cooler than, it's semi-reliable. Like, you can throw it out there and it's gonna help. It's not something you just, are using and it's on like a 1 minute.
Yeah,
2 minute.
I'm still just weirded out why even worry about Necros being supportive. They're Necros.
I think their whole thing is you need more supports. Like, they don't want enchanters to be the only supports.
Okay,
and
true enough.
Everybody thinks about that as crowd control, but the problem is if you make too many people able to do multiple crowd controls,
Yeah.
it makes enchanters worthless right away.
Right.
Like, Necros do so much DPS right now that, it's if you let them CC 2 mobs, nobody's going to want an enchanter. The other thing I was saying about the Necros, I think their drain abilities should be group wide. Like, right now I can drain 2 intellect from a mob and it gives it to me.
Right.
I think it should probably drain like 5 intellect or 6 intellect from the mob and give 1 to every member of the group.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
EQ Shadow Knights had that.
Yeah.
Had some spells that did
Well,
that.
the Dire Lord, like right now, I can drain like stats, like Constitution.
Oh, Black
for
Lab,
myself.
I love fear, by the way. Like, I think they have to keep fear, but fear is kind of its own thing. Like, it's such a interesting thing, and you don't want to use it in so many places. When you're in like tight-knit dungeons and that kind of stuff, like, their short duration fear, the technique Monster Within, is super cool. It only fears for like 5 seconds, but even that, like last week, we saw it backfire where I used it just to try and get it off the healer for a second, and the mob ran and aggroed 2 other mobs.
And you're right, Papa Gurkha, this is not a paladin. This is my Dire Lord. This is my ShireLord. Halfling Dire Lord.
It's his spirit animal.
Yes.
Also, I answered this in chat, but I'm going to elaborate. Rangers currently can't track corpses. And honestly, it's a pain in the ass just to track regular mobs with how the track is right now. Why the Rangers don't use track because it's a pain in the ass to use.
Better sorting.
Yeah, they need to fix that. And also, they should be able to track corpses. That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, I'd be fine if it was like, hey, here's another skill that only tracks corpses and nothing else. But having corpses and players and like animals and undead and all this other shit, like, it's just too much. It's way too many things.
I assume that will get better over time. But you know what they say about assuming? It makes an ass out of me and Joppa.
That's nice.
Doesn't tracking look like EQ tracking? It currently does, but it's not exactly like EQ tracking in how it works. I think in OG EQ tracking, it would like sort by things immediately near you first, and then further and further away. And I think it's just kind of random. I don't know.
Yeah, the sorting was much better.
How can I download this game? It's on Steam. It costs $40. to get into early access, and that's all you pay for now until the game launches, and then
someone pull the gas back.
somebody AOE'd.
It was not me.
I'm not gonna say
guess
it
it was
wasn't
just a bunch of
me,
mushrooms.
but I don't think it was me.
I don't have an AoE.
I don't even think I have one.
I don't either.
I also don't have any AoE.
I blame the Necro that's very quiet at the moment.
I was talking to my chat and I didn't want to talk over all of you, but I don't think I touched that thing.
So Just Let Me Play came in chat and said, I read it totally wrong. I thought he was talking about, like, trying to say he was somebody from Blizzard Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Because he said, Big Blizzard here. Good night for chili. And I was like, what? But now I get it. There's a blizzard there. And so, therefore, it's a good night to eat some chili. Now, I get it now. But I read it as if you were saying, like, you know, like, big blizzard here.
When you said I read it wrong, my first response was, if you're on Reddit, you're wrong.
True. True story.
It's true.
Gonna rebuff here, one sec.
Watch, that's like a secret, like, sleeper activation code, like, Blizzard, good night for chili.
Yeah, and I was like, did he misspell it? Is he saying, like, it's a good night to go to Chili's?
Cloak and dagger stuff.
Yeah, so cloak and dagger type behavior.
Yeah, I really feel you guys. I really understand. I mean, it's pretty cold here. It's like 56 degrees.
It's my ass.
They thought it was going to get so cold here. I don't remember if that was Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. I think it was yesterday.
Flannel pajama bottoms.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, me too.
I had to deal with frozen pipes today, so that was fun.
Ooh. That could be expensive.
You guys don't even know what cold is.
Hey,
Yeah.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Oh, I do.
until you've
You
seen
don't.
12
All you
degrees
have is
Celsius.
cold, so it doesn't matter.
That's right. That's all I have is cold.
12 degrees Celsius, dude. You will die.
Up in Snow America.
Isn't 0 degrees Celsius literally absolute zero?
No, it's
No,
32
it's not.
degrees.
32.
0 is warm.
Zero's water
Oh,
freezing, right?
oh,
Zero.
that's right. That's right.
0 is warm right now.
That's
I
right.
would take 0.
Oh, my
Yeah, I
bad.
take
100,
0 right now, too.
100 is boiling, right? 212.
Yeah, 100 is boiling,
Yes.
0 is freezing.
Yeah, and
I
then,
mean,
like,
Vendini sleeps on ice. You guys need to
I
catch up.
do sleep on
This
ice.
all makes sense.
I
they
wanna
make
make-
sandwiches with hockey pucks and
Hockey puck sandwiches.
I want to make my own new kind of temperature
this
scale.
kitchen
Because I
stick.
feel like 0 should be absolute 0, which is impossible to get to, right? As far as we know.
Maybe on how's Kelvin work? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, how does Kelvin work? I don't know. Anybody in chat know how Kelvin works?
he works at the local thrift
Like
store.
my,
Oh,
like my
that's right, he does. I've seen him
mother-in-law
there.
Calvin, or is that who we're talking about?
Kelvin? You don't know what Kelvin is?
Of course.
I don't know how it works.
Not American.
I only know about how to measure things
Yeah,
by
you
the
are.
king's toenails.
You're North American.
We
Snow
learn.
America.
Buttercup.
We learn about stuff in school, not like you guys. We know
You
about
are a
things.
North American, so you did learn that.
We learn how to socialize in school.
Word. How to pick great leaders.
They learn how to shovel snow, and
Great leaders.
Are you going to bed?
Excuse me, didn't
The
you just get?
Trudeaus.
Yeah,
you just
Hello?
yeah.
Why'd you tell me bye then?
Well, elections work a lot different
You're
in
kind of
Canada
going
than
to
they
bed?
do in America. So we don't
that?
actually pick the leader, we pick the party,
just gonna lay
and
down?
they pick their leader.
Well, that's just
sounds
silly.
great.
Who the hell would
It is
pick-
great.
No. That's like sports teams. That's why I hate the parties here in the U.S.
Winter, do you have anything you want to say to chat before you leave? I don't know. Is there something you want to tell them? Do you have any important information?
Now I want to go to Canada
love you,
and start
Winter.
my own political party and call it the In
You
My
should.
Pants
You
Party.
could do it.
So that then when the news has to talk about it, they'd be like the party in my pants.
Bring it. Get after it.
Yes, this zone is pretty purple. It's pretty purpley. Yeah.
I think they should do it like the Australian, because it's like they're in for a year and then they're out, and it's like, what's the worst they can do in a year?
What are you talking about? They're in for what for a year?
Their terms are
Office?
only a year.
Yeah, their terms are a year.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
How many terms can they have, or is it indefinite?
Doesn't sound very
Unlimited.
stable.
I don't know,
It doesn't.
but they got a year and they do what they want in a year, and then they're out. Get in, get out.
I do
That
say
sounds like a kangaroo court to me.
Oh my Jesus! Please, preserve me.
I heard that they were setting up the ERS to replace the IRS. You guys hear about that?
I didn't hear about
I
that.
did not.
They said
Tell
it.
me more.
They said, I am sick and tired of the internal revenue service. I'm ready for some external revenue service.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
So, we'll see how bad that sucks soon. Because, let me promise you, the government never does anything good for the regular man.
Right.
I'm amazed we're talking this much politics in 2025 and not getting in an argument.
Witcher says
Dude,
he's...
nobody gives a shit anymore. We're all,
Witcher says he's
I mean,
sick.
it's a giant circus.
Witcher says, I don't know who else feels this way, but he says he's sick. He is sick of paying for Texas. Let China pay. I didn't know we were paying for... Oh, taxes. Sorry, I thought you said Texas.
What are hardened hammer boots?
I mean, Texas. I mean, China owns us. I mean,
He's like, let's sell Texas to China.
I'm sick
Screw
of...
those Texans.
I'm sick of paying for
Yeah,
Texas.
Listen, we'll send Gwimble to China.
What are hardened amber boots?
they are
Oh yeah, this sounds
10
interesting.
Sounds so
armor
hard.
and 1 constitution.
Kelvin is negative... Wait, Kelvin is negative
And they're leather.
237 degrees Celsius? Because the same scale as Celsius just starts at -2. That sounds stupid. Why would anybody do that?
That's probably why no one uses it.
Wouldn't negative 273 Celsius be outrageously cold?
It would be very cold.
Like, dang. If 100 is boiling and you're double, almost triple that under freezing, that seems pretty freaking cold, bro. I don't think you could live in that.
Right, I think we should read Rory's comments. This is very important, Nathan.
Okay. Whose comment do I need to read?
Rory Ramshot.
Where have you been, dude? I thought you got sucked into a black hole while searching for your wallet. Oh, I forgot that I told you guys I lost my wallet. I'm gonna be honest, that kind of freaked me out that you said that. I was like, how do you know I lost my wallet? Did you take my wallet? We never...
Because you ended one of your streams looking for your wallet.
I forgot. Yeah. So I never found my wallet. I had to get a new ID.
Oh my
that's
god.
terrible.
Oh no.
Yeah, I lost everything. It had my
You
social
didn't
security
find
card
it
in it too.
after?
No, but I probably will later. You know how it is. But we
Yeah.
we basically renovated the house looking for it. I don't know what I did with it. I have no idea.
Find other shit you haven't. You thought you-
I think somebody threw it away. Listen, my wife says that I blame everything on that, right? Because it does seem like my stuff gets thrown away. It just disappears. She says it's not what ever happens, but where did my wallet go? I swear.
Maybe it was the monster in the dryer that eats the socks.
I do feel like there is a creature in my house that gets rid of my stuff. It's like, oh, you like this
Underpants
EverQuest
smells?
shirt, huh? And it's gone. I had a sweet EverQuest shirt. Gone. Haven't seen it in like 6 months.
I thought Winter took that.
That was winter.
She
Yeah.
did wear it. See, and that's... Look, I'm not pointing
That
fingers
was
here.
Winter. Oh no, I am.
Okay?
That was.
You guys can point fingers. I'm not going... All I'm saying is my wife wears my stuff. It's gone. That's it. It's gone. She's like, oh, I'm just wearing it to sleep tonight. That's it. Never see it again.
You're telling me it like gets absorbed into like the under part of her boobs?
Under boobs.
Maybe I should check there. I'm like, there's my shirt.
You should.
I can
Oh my
see
God.
Nathan
You
crawling
should do
into
that on
bed late
stream.
at night and just like poking under her boobs. Winter wakes up.
I'm just
What are you doing? I'm
finding-
looking for my EverQuest t-shirt.
Look, my wallet. Oh, she's in chat. Uh-oh. She's in chat. Everybody stop.
He was like, Winter is the best
We got two.
wife. In fact, she gives me extra stuff.
Right. Oh, snap.
We good.
Oh my gosh. How many times this got stack?
Hi, Winter.
Oh, what broke the other one? There we go. Okay, now we're good.
Was it me?
It definitely was, and that's
says
not
in
what the
chat.
chat says. That's not what the chat
I
says.
think
Is
it's
it
the
me?
rogue.
Who
The
did it?
rogue is taking a lot of damage, so.
What did I
It
do?
says that all the chat says is it definitely was not Marks that broke Mesmerized auto impact impact.
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
Was it
How the
an
hell did I do
explosive
that?
vest or something?
It was Marks. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, shithead.
Oh.
See?
And
That's
also-
because
I
Mr.
didn't
Big
tab
D.
off, and I'm not used to range attacks.
Also, Winter, I
wow.
said
The
I'm
rogue's
not
taking a lot of
pointing
damage.
fingers.
Yeah.
You must have missed
I
that part.
was.
Just get that one, Nathan. I'll
Okay.
get this one next.
Pop, pop, pop.
Sit-
I'm gonna try to behave and not get damaged.
The I'm pretty sure when we did our vows, there was exceptions, such as when you say I'm not pointing fingers. You can say anything you want after that. Also, if you say I didn't say you were a something, I said you were acting like a something, right?
Yeah,
Huh.
that's my one right there.
I said, that sounds awful.
All
over
due
there.
respect.
Well,
I'm
let me
not pointing any fingers, but you're a bitch.
look.
Or,
Here's
or
how
if you finish it with checkmate.
Here's how Steve said the best. Steve has the best way of saying it. Steve says it like this: I'm not saying you're being a word here. I'm just saying that if they were hiring for that role in Hollywood for a feature film, you would probably qualify to get that role. That's all I'm saying.
That's
Mike type person.
How is he
I'm
still
gonna
alive?
get more mana. I'm gonna go and get more mana.
I can throw a fear out.
I have actually heard Steve say that to a female before.
Yeah,
10
it'll run
seconds.
around for 5
Is he
seconds.
still with that female?
No, no, he is not.
No.
No, he is not.
I can't believe at the place where he works now, they had a Christmas party and he said, "This is what I think of you," and it was a dude.
Nathan's ex-girlfriend, no less.
And there was a
That-
and there was a larger lady. He gave her like a Twinkie, and she wasn't even offended.
I thought it was like nacho sauce.
Or it was, yeah, that's what it was. It was like nacho sauce, and she ate it immediately, and she wasn't even offended. Oh, that is true. When me and Winter were first together, I did make her agree that if anything ever happened to Steve, he would be allowed to live in our basement, no matter what. Because that was the terms me and Steve set up long ago.
Aw.
That if something happened to either one of us, no matter what, they could live with the other one in their basement.
That's it. Poor hose, yep.
And that's why you always buy houses with no basement.
Thank you so much for that super chat, Worldly Gamer. Good to see you back. Glad family's okay. Yeah. The grandma is. I don't know
Grandma.
what word to use. She's surviving. She's better than she was. There we go. She is alive. She doesn't necessarily want to be at this point. You know, I wouldn't, I can't blame her. I can't blame her.
I'm glad she's not in Maine, because we have that death with dignity law now. I'll tell you what.
Oh, that's a real thing in
yeah.
Maine?
Yep.
So how does that work? You just say like, okay, I'm
Well-
done, and they'll...
And then they lower you into a basket of lobsters.
Without the rubber bands on the car.
And they're like, hey, we
100%.
just let nature take control, okay?
Yeah,
They'll-
they feed you to the lobsters, and then your family cooks them up and eats them.
The person or the
I mean, that
lobsters?
could work.
Oh, that's
the
good.
lobsters.
Yeah,
You're
but-
absorbing
The
your
lobsters
family
ate the
member.
person.
Yeah.
exactly.
Wow. That's
It's
kind of
like-
it's kind of
it's
beautiful.
Like second generation cannibalism.
Yeah. Secondhand cannibalism. Yeah.
And then when you eat the lobster, you gain their knowledge and their wisdom.
Yes, and the power.
And their power. Yeah.
I got no words.
I know they have it in Oregon where it's like, but you have to be like
See you, Winter.
terminally ill. So there's like qualifiers where,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
you have to go
so-
through like rigorous testing.
Probably some mental health evaluation and
I gotta be honest. I'm really happy
competency.
it didn't exist when my uncle was alive. He definitely, and he would have qualified for it, you know. So I'm an asshole, and I'm glad it wasn't here then, but I'm glad it's here now.
I know a guy. He might even be in chat right now. I know a guy who he called me one day at work and was like, if we were both newly married at that time, right? So we would kind of, use each other to kind of see if they were, things were normal. You know what I mean? If
Compare and contrast.
right, comparing, contrasting. Sometimes he called me one day at work and was like, "Oh man, I'm done now. It's over." And I was like, "What happened?" He was like, "I got in a fight with my wife. It got real heated, and I got way too upset, and it ended up like a hostage situation with her grandma's ashes."
Oh, jeez.
And then he apparently left with the ashes, the house,
What a nut.
drove to a bridge, and told her she didn't say she was sorry, then he was going to throw her grandma off the bridge. She wouldn't say she was sorry, and he did it. He threw the ashes over the
Whoa.
bridge. And he was like, "What should I do?" Normally I'd be, when he would call me, they got in a fight or whatever, I'd be like, "Man, you just need to apologize, even if you think you're right, just go
You need to find some
apologize,
fake ashes.
find common
They said-
grounds." Well, this situation,
Yeah.
I just told him he just needs to, just go, just leave. Just leave the state. You're finished, They are still together, though. They made it.
Oh, we gotta run.
I would have kicked his ass.
He,
I don't
he,
know how, but I
he
would've
did
tried.
disappear for a while, though. He did disappear for a while.
Although when you said threw his grandma over the bridge, that sounds completely different.
Yes. And
I mean,
ashes.
he did throw her grandma over the bridge, but she was ashes at that point, right? It was a vase.
Did he burn her to ashes, or was she professionally burned to ashes?
Professionally, I assume. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I assume. But maybe that's the advice I should have given him. It's like, hey, just go burn some paper, fill up the mace,
Go one of those
up a
to a
pillow.
park and get the ashes out of one of the.
cigarette.
No, like the barbecue pits that are.
Oh, like grandma smells good. Grandma's
Sorry, I don't do
smelling
barbecue
good
anymore.
over
It
here.
reminds me of my grandma's ashes.
That's so messed up. That's so messed up.
Terrible.
Did anybody else need that belt with the rearmor?
There was a crematory that got caught. You guys could Google it and find it
I
somewhere.
think you need it, right?
That they were. It was in
And I want you to
Louisiana,
talk on
I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And they were not burning any of the bodies. They were just like throwing them up under the crematory and like putting lime on them and all kinds of weird stuff because their furnace had been broke for years.
Yeah, they were doing mass graves, right?
Yeah, and they were just burning,
Yeah.
like doing what we just said and giving it to people as their family members. They got busted.
I heard about that. That's absolutely bonkers.
That's morbid, dude.
My daughter told me she's gonna have me turned into a diamond.
A food item.
Diamond.
A
Oh.
diamond.
Oh, can you do that?
Nathan just heard
Yeah.
what he wanted to hear.
I thought we were going back to the lobster thing.
I
My
want me
bad.
some barbecue.
I thought we were talking
Yeah,
about. I thought we were going back to the
cubic
lobster.
zirconia.
Can they really do that?
Those
They take the
pepper
ashes and
barbecue.
turn it into.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
compress them.
Yep.
Does that make them more valuable if they're made out of a real human?
I
don't
would think
think
so.
so.
Kinda like-
Don't-
Kind of creepy.
Kind of like soul coins in D&D, right?
True. Nate, you know what? I watched this video too on YouTube. this woman's dog had passed away, so for Christmas, her son had her dog turn into like it was like a green gem. I guess a diamond, but yeah, it was so sweet.
That's not a bad idea, I feel like.
No, I love it. This is a good idea.
Yeah, what you don't know is they have a mass grave set up and they're just selling you pieces of.
That's fine. I
colored
don't.
glass.
Already made.
My grandpa always wanted us to have him taxidermied into his favorite chair, and that he would just still be sitting there.
That's
Staring
awesome.
at you forever.
We didn't even pretend to entertain it, though. We're like, no, we're not doing that, Grandpa.
Yeah, why won't anybody do that stuff?
I'm not sure that's legal.
It's probably not. That's what he wanted, though. He would talk about it
But-
often.
But there's a waxworks.
You
like,
can do a
you
wax,
do
yeah,
that.
but I don't think you
Ugh.
can.
I don't know how you'd be able to. You'd have to,
Somebody will
well,
do it
make it
somewhere.
leather.
You can probably do it in Canada though.
So,
Probably.
I was saying the same thing. Like, you can cremate my body, but then just like decapitate me and do something fun with my head.
All right, well, I just googled it. No, it is not legal to taxidermy humans in the United States.
Now
Well-
next, where is it legal?
yeah, true. Where can you? Where do we have to move to
Yeah.
get that done?
What parts of me can I
A
turn
black
into vape
market
oil
on-
and have Nathan smoke when I die?
Sounds like it's illegal in most countries, so it's gonna be like some like backhoe discombobula country that no one even knows exists. That's like 3 feet long.
Illegal in Russia.
Can you imagine? Plump Pickle says, can you imagine the commercials at Christmas? Nothing says I love you like a diamond made of a 100% grandma.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, this was somebody's grandma, and now I just used it to say I want to marry you.
I think depending on who the person was will definitely affect the value. Like random Gmail,
Oh, yeah,
probably
okay.
not that valuable, but like Jimi Hendrix, probably a little
Oh,
valuable.
true.
You know how
What-
many people would like dig up their relatives?
Oh,
to have
getting,
this
people
dog?
getting dug up. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, well, I have 5 diamonds waiting for me right in the cemetery. Why don't I go do that? Well, I guess my uncle couldn't be.
Could you imagine someone with like the ashes of like Michael Jackson and just having it to annoy him? Hey, Michael Jackson, what do you think about this song that someone did really badly?
It is legal to have your skull, to keep your skull, to have them clean it. And keep
Yes.
Yeah, I think they can bleach your
Yes.
skull and give you a skull. Yeah,
that. That's weird.
they can even put parts of you in like formaldehyde.
Yeah. They kept that one guy's Wang. What was his name?
That one guy's wang.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Watch out, Nathan. You're
It was
gonna
a-
get Dorka too excited.
It was a cult leader, and he had a really big one. Does anybody know who I'm talking about? If I heard his name, I'd remember.
Idea. I'm not gonna get excited by that.
This was a Russian, I think it was a Russian cult leader. Anybody know who I'm talking about? He has a really
it's
cool name.
Rasputin.
Rasputin. That's him.
Rasputin.
That's him. Like, his wang is in a jar.
That's right.
You know, describing Rasputin as just a cult leader is not what I would have went with, but yeah.
That was, I couldn't remember who I was talking about.
The thing is, though,
It was a cult, I think, right?
for real. He was. Well, he was
But
also
wasn't he
a
like
womanizer.
shot 100 times?
He was, and he still was alive.
Yeah. He survived.
I mean,
He,
that-
like, came back
yeah.
from death a few times or something. I don't really remember the story too
Yeah,
well.
he was like poisoned, shot,
Yeah.
attempted to drown. It's like
Yeah.
That's what I would have described him
But
as, not
drowning
just
did
a
it.
cult.
I couldn't remember all the details. I couldn't remember who I was talking about.
Rasputin. Is that?
Yeah, man.
It's because she got into that jar, dude. She got into
Oh,
that pickle
man.
jar, if you know what I'm saying.
Was that a half barf?
Yeah, that was a Daimlos barf.
It really was.
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup. You know what's? It makes me so sad though. It's not even maple syrup he's talking about. It's just like regular, plain old nasty corn syrup.
No,
You know?
any syrup, he's weird.
You
It's,
can't even
it's
go down the
anything
aisle.
like that, yeah. I don't think you can do honey.
Yeah.
You can only can't he only do honey if it's in like a packet?
Yeah, if he
I
can.
think he did
Yeah.
say something like that.
I thought, here's my.
McDonald's packets.
I disagree with that. When I use a
Yeah.
packet of honey, I get more on me. You know,
Agreed.
like when you rip it, a little bit gets on your
it's like
finger.
the stupidest thing to put it in there.
I would. It's
Well-
like a squeeze bottle is definitely better. You can wipe it before. I don't like getting my hands sticky. Who likes their hands
Or
being
even
sticky?
those little straws. Have you seen the straws of honey where you can
No.
just
Oh, I
squeeze
love
it out?
those.
Ooh, no.
You haven't? Really? They're
No,
great.
I haven't seen that. No.
I'm gonna have to-
But
can
I think
show
it's
them
like,
for you.
you ever seen that one episode of Pete and Pete where you had that underwear inspector who had
Mm-hmm.
ate chicken perfectly? Maybe he's like that with honey packets, where he's able to do it. perfectly
Maybe
every
he's
time.
got a system. He's got a system. What exactly is the skeleton doing in the fights? Well, it's attacking. Also, he put that weapon on him, and he's got a few pet commands. I'm not sure what they all are, but I know he can set it to taunt. If
right
you
now
want.
It's
it's
just
just
trying to
attack.
scare the mob.
Yeah.
It's just trying to scare the mob. It's
Right now it's
terrify
just
the mob.
smacking it with its bonk stick. I did give it some twink gear, so it's twinked better than probably quite a few players.
Does the damage go up any?
Let me look.
Pop over here. Pop.
We're
Pop.
trying
Pop.
to-
Pop.
Oh.
That's 17
pop, pop,
damage.
pop, pop.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop,
Coming.
pop, 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 Nickelodeon.
I will see if I can get you an invite to the guild, Dunded. I'm on a character that is not a guild leader or officer. So I'll ask, can anyone invite... let me make sure I spell it right.
Here, I'll look and tell you if there's an officer online. If you do Fuhal Guild, it'll tell you in chat everybody's status. There are no officers currently online.
Is there any officers in chat who could log on and invite Dunded?
Yes.
Dunded.
Come on.
Hey, what's up,
Knights of
Mugen?
Napalm officers.
Oh, you requested for Cajun Sparkle yesterday and said it's no more? Dude, they lied to you. I just got
What
Cajun Sparkle.
lies?
I just got it like, what did they say, Wednesday? I got it Friday.
What the heck is a cage?
I'm Googling this right now.
Unless mine just happened to still have some left over. And they've quit ordering it. Cajun Sparkle is like a delicious Cajun seasoning that you can get at Popeyes. It's delicious. You can also order it. But
Is it
it's from a
sparkly?
it's from a different brand. It's not their brand though.
Does it sparkle?
A little bit. A little bit. Mugen has requested keep mate. Let me find it for you, Mugen. Here we go.
So I sprinkle the salt, dab the Texas peach, cut up and serve you a parakeet. And you're not sure if you want to try it.
Dang, I
I'm
googled
really
it and couldn't
not,
find anything
because
about them not
you
happening
have
anymore, but I did find a top secret recipe for it.
Keep me, keep me.
Is that its
Some
real
people-
name or is
That's
that
all I
what
want, that's all I want to
No,
eat.
That's what it's called.
Keep
Cajun
It's really,
Sparkle.
yeah, it's called Cajun
Like
Sparkle.
it
That's all
comes
I
in a
want,
little
that's
like
all I want to eat.
packet like
Keep
the
me, keep me.
like the
That's all I
dried,
want, that's
dried
all I
pepper
want to
flakes
eat.
and like
Yeah.
some
Keep
to-go
me, keep
pizza.
me.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Some people are
that's
saying
all
it's
I want.
discontinued.
Just
Some
imagine
people
a
aren't.
chicken
It's
wing
just- I don't know what
drumstick,
the fuck's going on.
except
Maybe they're
100
Maybe they're
times
not all
smaller.
carrying it.
Now you got a parakeet leg.
They might be
homie.
franchised.
Now let me
That's
hear you
all.
holler. You
Some
got
don't
that
carry
keep
it.
meat, that parakeet meat, and you eat.
So we think we come to a conclusion during the Keep Meat song that perhaps Popeyes is franchised and some of the franchises don't carry it.
We get two.
We can take them. We can take them.
Oh, he's moving. Maybe not.
Grando Reaper says, I did squint when they told me. And they still didn't give it to you even after the squint maneuver? So they were telling the truth, dude, because you know for a fact that if somebody's telling you a lie and then you look them right in the eye and you squint at them,
Truth serum.
the truth's gonna come out. You know? Yeah, it's
Then
like truth
again-
syrup.
Knowing Popeye's customer service, I wouldn't be surprised if they're just like, yeah, it's out, whatever, fuck you.
Yeah, Popeyes is not known for having the best customer service. Nobody goes there to like get good service. You put up with the bad service for the good food, you know? It's risky, but it's worth it. Cajun Sparkle would be a great stripper name, especially in New Orleans, like on
sure
Bourbon
it's
Street. Dude, if I was a stripper and I was on Bourbon, I would definitely go by Cajun Sparkle. That's perfect.
You ready, Ben?
They would
sounding
they would
in a
never
place.
spit on your chicken, Moody.
Okay.
Because their chicken is too crispy. You would notice the softness. You would notice the moisture. You know what I'm saying? On the outside of the chicken, they couldn't do that. However, they do not wash their hands when they go to the bathroom. Guaranteed. They have a policy against washing their hands at Popeyes.
You're
That's
really
it.
selling it, Nathan.
That's how they make that Cajun Sparkle.
Listen, Popeyes, if you give me an official sponsorship, I will quit telling all your secrets. I'm just trying to make sure there's plenty of ghost pepper chicken for me.
He'll get it straight out of the toilet. He don't care.
I don't care if it
mean,
tastes
my
that good,
favorite-
dude. I don't care what they do.
My favorite is to get the Cajun Sparkle and not even eat it on the Popeyes. I just save it for when I'm making like regular oven cooked French fries. I
Yeah.
throw Cajun Sparkle off.
Yeah, dude. That's what it's about. That's why you should always get some extra Cajun Sparkle. Because you don't really need it on their food. It already has plenty of whatever that is.
Yeah, it's already flavored really well. and
Right.
then, you know.
You just get that
throw
for
it on
later.
Something like that or popcorn. Popcorn's another.
Ooh,
killer one. You just get
I
some
haven't tried that
buttered
yet.
Popcorn and put it on there. Oh, it's great.
Haven't tried that yet. I can tell you this, if you're going through a hard time. Because here's what I do. If money's tight, I'm reverting back to my younger days, man. I'm eating some ramen. You know what I'm saying? I'm reverting back. If money's tight, I'm going and buying some ramen. Put some Cajun Sparkle in some ramen. Not bad. Not bad.
Have you ever had the jalapeno pop chicken or popped popcorn?
No.
It was big when I was active duty, and a lot of the squadrons had their own popcorn machines.
Mm-hmm.
And when you put the oil and the popcorn kernels in there,
Mm-hmm.
you put like 2 tablespoons of the jalapeno juice.
Oh.
And some of the like you'd scoop it right out of the jar and put it in the same little whatever the heating element that cooks the popcorn.
Right.
It made it all jalapeno.
Oh, that sounds
It's
delicious.
really good. Yeah.
Dorkachu's here, Mujan.
Hi, Mujan.
She is?
She's just a halfling. You can barely see her in the grass here.
I'm adorable.
Also, she has that woman voice that just men just block it automatically.
She's been talking this whole time, Mujan. His automatic woman mute blocker was, he didn't even hear her.
I'm very used to it.
But yeah, Steve, he said he's out. He doesn't like us anymore.
Yeah, he said we ruined his life. He said ever since he's been hanging out with us and playing Pantheon, his whole life is turned upside down. He's done with us.
And then he started singing, all turned up, don't know what to do. Something, is something with you.
Okay, can you talk real quick, Dorothy? They said you're really quiet. Let me see if I fixed you.
Hello, hello.
Is that better?
Can you hear me now?
Congrats.
Rats.
I'm not sure if Mujan's just being funny or not. He said she's not as loud as she usually is.
Oh, he's just being an ass.
I can't tell if he's actually saying that you need to be turned up or if that's a joke. Okay, says that's better. Okay. The only thing I'm concerned about this game is the questing. Do they give clear directions? How do you find groups? So questing isn't a way to get XP in this game. There also, to be honest with you, there's not a whole ton of quests in the game. There will be, but you won't do them like you would in excuse me, a normal MMO that it's like a different path. There's not gonna be like quest hubs and that kind of stuff. As far as getting in groups, they have a few ways. Obviously, there's the classic, just find somebody, right? Level 10, baby!
Congrats.
And
Get
then
your spells.
they have an LFG tool that also people can put themselves in that they're looking for other people. And so
I was more talking about Nathan than you, dickhead. But
I'm sure you have one. Got your level 10
You
spells.
have your spells, Nathan?
I think so. I do, yes.
Just got that level up, Nathan leveled up. Level up, I leveled up. Level up, Nathan level up. Level up, level up. Got the level up. Let me see you dance, let me hear you scream. Gotta dance, 'cause Nathan leveled up.
I love that Steve dance.
Yeah, especially with the backstory when you realize that he didn't know he was dancing. Okay, I got Torment. What does that do? Corrupted use blood, reducing incoming healing.
Yeah, it reduces the healing on mobs. So if they heal themselves, they take 25% less healing.
Ooh, I also got a thing to make me heal myself a little better. Cool.
Oh, that's one of your key skills right there.
Yeah.
Blood Fiend. Yeah, it's on a pretty short cooldown. It's like a 1 minute cooldown, and it basically does like a percentage of the damage you do on every hit. Life steals. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
it helps with the healing a lot.
Yeah, I do think this game will end up like that, Brandon. Like EverQuest, there's a bunch of hidden quests that a lot of people don't even know about. I think it will get to that point. And Saber, we are on the Stormona server. A lot of people don't use looking for group. I always go there first before I type a chat. Yeah, a lot of people just use /OOC and just say, hey, looking for group. You know, I'm a level whatever.
a lot of people just don't want to start their own group in this game for some reason. So everybody just goes looking for group, and nobody wants to say, hey, there's a group. I could make my own group here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the times if you hop on and look at looking for group, like, there's almost a perfect group.
Yeah,
just waiting in there.
You
like,
just got to be the
usually have to
person.
find one person, but yeah, you got to be the person who, you know, whispers, and it's super simple to use. I don't get why people just can't click on people and whisper them and say, "Hey, do you want to do manner? Do you want to do?"
Nobody seems to want to lead. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, as soon as somebody's willing to lead the group, like, you can usually put a group together immediately.
And if we've learned anything from the Nathan Napalm over the years, is that you don't always need the perfect group.
It's true. It's true. That's what I'm here to prove to all of you. It's my purpose.
You guys want me to grab one while Marcus is AFK, or?
It's up to you.
10?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I should be here this weekend. My wife will be in town. She was not here last weekend, so I kind of had to watch our grandma for her. As far as I know, there's nothing crazy happening. Oh, actually, I'm telling a big lie. I'm leaving this weekend. Forgot. I got to go to Florida Saturday.
You coming, Nathan?
I'll be gone Saturday through Wednesday. Or I'm grabbing the Wraith binder. Oh, it's the only one. Never mind. I forgot. No, I will not be streaming this weekend. But I'll be back Wednesday. But I'll probably be streaming for the rest of this week until Saturday. Yeah, work is sending me to Florida Sunday through Wednesday, or I'll get back Wednesday
I want
night.
to work where you work.
Yeah, this is the second time they sent me to
We're
Florida.
on this Stormona server.
they're gonna give me a bunch of beer and feed me real good food, and then they're gonna tell me I suck and send me back home. It's weird.
You're fired.
Just like my just like my college years.
Oh, Mark's is back. Okay, I'll stop after this.
Yeah, they're gonna spend. They're probably because they're putting me in a real nice hotel. They're sending me to Animal Kingdom Monday night. I think it's Monday night. And then they're gonna spend all this money on me and treat me real nice. And then they're gonna tell me that if I don't get my shit together, they're gonna fire me and they're gonna send me back home.
Yeah, you don't start making those goals, you're fired.
That's what they just spent more money than I'll probably make them in profit for the rest of the year. That's corporate for you, man.
So you going to Orlando?
Yeah, Orlando.
Could have
Yeah,
been an email.
could have been.
Oh my god, that is so true.
The meetings, dude. Oh my gosh, the meetings. So dumb. One time, I'll never forget. This was years ago. We were in a meeting and they said, "What can we do to make all of you, our leaders, more productive?" And I said, "We could have less meetings, so we have more time to execute." And I thought I was getting somewhere because they're like, "That is true. Some of these meetings are probably a little pointless. We could probably eliminate some. Why don't we schedule a meeting for next Monday to discuss?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh. More meetings to get rid of meetings."
Didn't you used to schedule meetings about how stupid meetings were, or was it somebody else?
That's what I was talking about when I said that. It was that. We had a meeting every Monday for like a quarter of the year.
Like, somebody intentionally did meetings that was like, meetings are stupid and we're in one right now, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, because I had to lead the meeting because it was my idea. That was it. That's how it came to be. Because they were like, "Why don't you lead that meeting?" And I was like,
Anytime
"Okay."
you make a suggestion, that's your new job, right?
Yeah. So I had to lead the meeting about having less meetings. So I just had meetings about how meetings were stupid. It was pretty bad. Whatever. I'm near Gainesville, Florida. We didn't get more than a quarter inch, if anything.
I should probably rebuff too.
Yeah, lobster used to be poor man's food. They used to give it to prisoners. True fact. I have a feeling they weren't cooking it right back then, and it tasted bad because they were boiling. Or no, that would not be bad. What could they be doing wrong? Because grilling it is good.
They were probably just feeding it raw. Raw dogging it.
They're raw dogging that lobster.
Eating it without butter? I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's pretty good without butter. I've not found a way to eat lobster that I didn't like. Yeah, it's a tax write-off. That is true. Fishermen used to send kids to school with lobster sandwiches. Can you imagine that? Being like, "Oh, look at that poor kid eating lobster every day. What a loser." It's pretty weird to think about.
I know this wasn't the same time frame, but it probably was like, "Haha, he has lobster sandwiches. We have Lunchables. We're high quality."
Oh man, bologna.
Damn.
You got bologna sandwiches.
I remember I used to see the commercials for Kid Cute Cuisine. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I
love
used to be
Kid
like,
Cuisine.
I want those things. Then I saw someone eat one recently, and I was like, "Man, my parents loved me. They didn't get me though."
No, they didn't. 'Cause they were awesome.
Was that the one with the penguin on it?
Yeah.
with the finger on.
Yeah.
The pudding was awesome.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, it's still the best pudding I've ever had in my life.
I used to feel like my parents were mistreating me for not letting me eat stuff like that until I got older. And I was like, oh, they were saving my life.
But the penguin was so cool, and they made him look so good.
Yeah, he'd be like on a skateboard and stuff. He'd be like, make
I
your
don't
own
need a lame-
pizza. And you're
I
like,
want a
yeah.
lame bologna sandwich. I want to eat a cool skateboarding penguin lunch.
I mean, to be fair, a bologna sandwich is probably just as bad as that kid cuisine.
Are you telling me that the
That's
bologna
what
with
bologna
this
you're getting.
with the smiley face on it wasn't that great health
I'm
wise?
telling you. Yeah, yep.
Wait,
I'm sorry to tell you, man.
is this true? Grenda
Yeah,
Reaper, Grenda Reaper says that there's a McLobster in New England, McDonald's. Is that true?
Man,
What?
In
yeah,
New
but
England?
nobody in fucking New England buys it because it's useless.
It's real? It's
Oh, yeah.
real? What? What? Wait. It's lobster? Like
I
a-
guess I've never had one because I get lobster rolls at
Yeah.
better places than McDonald's. But yeah, it's real.
You've never ate it. Is it? It's not real
Never ate
lobster,
it.
right? It's not real
It's
lobster.
real lobster.
It is real lobster.
It
On a
is.
sandwich, like the McChicken, like the McFish or whatever it's
Yep.
called.
Yeah.
I didn't know
probably
that.
Like a
real
breakfast
lobster,
sandwich?
like the McRib is real rib.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No,
right.
it's actually the thing
Oh,
is
it's probably real. It's just
it's real.
all the
but this is
scraps
how they
left
do it.
over on the ground that they shovel up. And
Yeah.
That's okay. All the scraps are good.
It's
But
it's all the canned lobster from back in the day when lobster was for poor people.
Lobster hot dogs is basically what you're saying. All the
Lobster
scraps.
hot dog, yes.
Lobster anuses all together.
no, this is how they do it.
Butts
They
and
add
lips.
a literal shit ton of lettuce.
Okay.
They put that on it, and every fucking New Englander that knows their salt, you don't put anything on it besides the lobster salad. No lettuce. That just no.
Is it just a tiny little sliver of lobster?
It's a few chunks, but
Okay.
it's not. It's like I said, it's mostly lettuce.
If it doesn't sell good, why do they keep doing it? Why are they going?
It's for the tourists. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Nobody around here is gonna buy it.
I would try it. They're right. That would work on me. If I went to one and I seen that, I'd be like, what? The McLobster? I want to try that. That'd be disappointing.
Definitely got a National Lampoon's that, huh?
Oh yeah. Don't worry. If you ever come up here or come to Maine specifically, I will tell you where to go. I will take you there.
Wow. I did not know about the McLobster.
Me either.
I
You
mean,
know they have pasta. They have spaghetti overseas at McDonald's.
I've heard about
Funny as
that.
hell.
And they have the McMaple.
The McMaple.
I want to make maple.
No
What
such
is
thing.
it?
Not real.
That's only in
I
Canada.
feel like a missed opportunity there.
Do you guys remember, when, like in the, I think like the 90s, when McDonald's did birthdays all the time and they had the pizza that tasted really bad? Even as a kid, you
No.
knew it was bad, but you were a kid and
See,
it was
I
pizza.
had a birthday party at McDonald's when I was a kid. My
They-
mom. did
those
it for me. I
pizzas
was
were
like
awful.
5 or 6. Well, we just got Happy Meals. That's what came with the birthday package. Was
Yeah, I don't
Happy
remember
Meals.
pizza at McDonald's.
Maybe it was
Yeah,
only in
no.
limited areas. Brandon remembers.
Yeah,
Stomach
some
pizza.
I remember the pizza.
Yeah.
I
Was it
didn't
like
think
Showbiz?
I didn't think it was terrible pizza.
Really? I felt like maybe my memory's wrong, but in my memory, the sauce was actual ketchup.
I mean, no, that's what
I mean, I'm exaggerating, but that's what it seemed like. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, it wasn't like, you're going to McDonald's for pizza. You should expect, maybe
Yeah.
not the best pizza.
Maybe not the
Cherry
best
food, you
pizza,
know?
right?
But for McDonald's,
Brandon
decent
liked the pizza. Okay,
See, Brandon-
maybe I'm
I don't
wrong.
know,
Maybe I'm wrong.
Is Brandon from Canada? Is he from Canada?
Yeah, I don't know. Are you, Brandon? Because maybe it's we're level 10, Richard. I just turned level
Wait a
10 a moments ago.
Vendini, you should get McDonald's in Canada to carry poutine.
Oh, he is in Canada, so maybe they had good
Nice.
pizza in Canada.
He's my new favorite.
Because
They do have poutine, but it's just poutine.
that's
His
where
last name's Ferguson.
they
Is he
really?
related to Clarissa, who also
Nova
explains it all?
Scotia, that guy knows a thing or two about seafood, probably.
Oh, definitely. That's where most of the lobster in the world
What's your
comes
pet
from.
getting into, Gula?
He didn't like that pooty cat.
Guess not.
No, Dorcas, she told me she wanted to skin it.
I did no such thing. Why are you trying to get me in trouble? Usually it's Nathan trying to get me in trouble.
I did.
Or Drac.
Are you?
Or me.
Right.
Oh no, it was Muujin. He created a character named Dorkichu.
Harsh.
Dorky Jew. I will sue.
Go Dorcasu.
Well, speaking of McDonald's, that's where my daughter, I was gonna say her name like an asshole, got Happy Meals from tonight, or got a Happy Meal from tonight, and got the Pokemon cards. And one of them's already worth $50.
That's where you got the holograph from?
That's where she got the. Remember, I was talking about the Pokemon cards
Uh-huh,
earlier? Yep, they actually are giving away full packs of cards in the Happy Meals.
Oh, snap. Those
Yeah.
those usually turn out to be worth something, don't they?
She actually got. It was so funny. The first pack she opened, we did get. I also got a Happy Meal, so she could have the cards. But the first holo card she got was Pikachu, which is just like, you know.
Nice.
And then the second one she got was Charmander.
Ooh, no way.
Way. And she was looking it up, and that one is worth $50.
Nice.
Moment. Right? They just came out, I think, yesterday.
Well,
So,
you
yeah.
better sell it before
Crazy.
they go down.
Oh, I
So,
don't think they will.
Pokemon cards are kind of like Bitcoin, but in real life.
They really
They're
are.
physical Bitcoins, you know?
Well, she has like a binder or 20 of them, and she has one binder that's worth, I think it's like close to $3,000 alone, just one of her binders.
Mm.
I was like, how much are you going to put that into my retirement
Dang.
fund, kiddo?
Yeah, let's go
Is
towards
it a
gaming
Trapper Keeper
PC.
binder?
It's similar.
I joined the Bitcoin world yesterday.
Did you?
I bought 1 million of some of the crappiest Bitcoin in the world. I forget what it was even called. Because it was like,
Did you get
it has
did you get
no
sucked
value.
into that Hawk Tua scam Bitcoin? Or
No, what was it
man.
called? What was it called? I don't know about that one.
Hawk.
No, I didn't do that one. This is
Tennis
one.
cone?
It had like no value. So for like $20, I got 1 million shares. So big deal. I lose the $20. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? It's $20.
Don't throw
He
away
did
your
it so he
hard
can
drive.
technically call himself a millionaire.
Yeah. So if they go up to be worth $1, which they probably won't, but if they did, I've got $1 million.
Yeah.
And if not, big deal. I've wasted $20 on dumber stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Probably on Cash Out.
Yeah, I have for sure.
Yep.
For sure, I've dropped $20 on a cash shop and played that game never again after that
yeah.
day. I've
Yes.
100% done that.
How many bank slots have you bought that you'll never use again? Bags.
It wasn't the Trump coin. I forget what it's called, and I've left my phone downstairs. It was a really cheap one. It's a really cheap one. Boink
Is it-
or something like that. Bonk.
Boink.
Nape-
A
Nape
bop
on
bop.
Dink
coin?
doink?
I bought doink,
Doink.
donk, bonk, boink, something like that.
Badonkadonk?
Is it like a spring?
I just realized I could for $20 buy 1 million shares. I was like, I'm doing it.
You might listen if it's the coin. I think it is. You might have bought Logan Paul's pump and dump scam.
Hey, it was $20. I don't know where it came from. I just realized I could buy 1 million for $20, and I did it. I hope it is the Logan Paul one.
And the person who came up with it made 10 billion of them and figured if they could get 20 people to buy them for
For
$20.
$20, yeah. Well, it worked on me. I was like, screw it. You gotta take some risks in life sometimes, you know? I'm sick of corporate. I gotta find a way out of it.
It's like a
You
lottery
gotta
ticket,
go buy
but
those
much more
Powerball
advanced.
tickets. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you've got better chances than the Powerball, to be honest. I feel like there's a better chance.
Yeah,
Those
they're like
numbers are gonna
1
hit
in
any day,
500
Nathan.
million or
Because
something.
I've done penny stocks for years, and I've made, not a lot, but a little bit, Every once in a while I'll check it and be like, cool, I made $100.
I've made enough to comfortably go to Popeyes.
Yeah. Like, what I do is I'll invest, and then I just will forget about it. And then, like, years later, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I have some investments. Let me look at them. I'm like, cool. $100. I'm gonna buy a video game.
Forget about it again.
Yeah.
I
I'm
kind of
sorry,
did
I
that.
lost
but
track.
with-
Hey,
I kind of
Sarah.
did that with Dota 2 items. And then when I stopped playing Dota 2, I went through all my items and was like, wait, some of these are worth money.
When do you want to play us, Sarah? What level are you guys now? Yeah, $100, dude. Yeah, you're right. You could buy like the deluxe edition Grand Theft Auto 6, maybe.
Well, like the middle deluxe version.
The middle, not the
deluxe
grand.
Supreme edition.
Yeah, not the
They're
grand.
talking about the base version might be $100.
Are they? Oh, I missed that.
That's
I
what
didn't know.
people are saying right now. Is it could
Oh,
be
boy.
they might be the ones to jack up the game market prices.
Well, they could always say that it's quadruple A. That worked real good last time.
Real good.
Wow, that's the standard price, possibly $100. You guys see the Nintendo Switch 2? Guess what,
I
guys?
did. It looks
Consoles found out about a mouse. Did you guys see that? Consoles are about to have a mouse. One of the Switch mote things you can
The
take
Super
off.
Nintendo had a
It could be a
mouse.
mouse. That mouse
Do you
was the
remember that?
worst mouse ever, by the way. The Super Nintendo mouse. It was
hey,
bad.
That game
That
Mario
game was
had,
good. Yeah.
That
yeah.
was so
The fly
freaking
swatter,
fun.
whatever, where you hit the mosquitoes
yes.
or flies, whatever they were.
And I love
Mario
the
Paint.
one where you could make songs. Oh my god.
Also, Mario Paint.
Mario Paint was pretty good for its time, but can we all admit that mouse sucked though? I mean, come on.
Oh, it was terrible.
It was a bad mouse.
Yeah, it was the worst mouse ever.
Like,
And the mouse pad that came with it was terrible.
yeah. But it was cool looking. It did match your Super Nintendo. It was all purple, and I did not drink coffee. I did drink coffee this morning at 6 a.m. This is all natural after a whole day of working.
This is ADHD.
Yeah, this is actually
At its
me
finest.
calmed down. Like, I'm actually tired now. This is a tired napalm. How many times can they make the same game, Nintendo? So, listen.
As many times as you buy it.
Yeah, they can just keep re-releasing the same game, not even remastered. Not even remastered, just the exact same game running at 340p, and we will still buy it again. Or a lot of people will, including me. You know how many times I bought Mario 64? I probably bought the game 32 times, I bet.
Did you hear about Super Nintendo World?
I
Or
did.
Land, or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
You need to make sure your boss sends you down there, and that you get tickets for the rest of us too.
Yeah, I have already told them that I want to go. We're gonna go. I'm definitely someday, somehow, I'm gonna get down there to Nintendo World.
Man, what a weird thing to be like, yeah, we're gonna go to all these cool lands and stuff. Also, you fucking suck at your job. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hey, let's go back to Universal Studios.
Yeah, they treat you like a god while you're there until the end. And they're like, okay, now you suck. You need to get your stuff together. We're gonna fire you. They go back home and think about that. Like, okay. All right, then. Thanks for the free beer and lobster.
Nathan, did you put your torch in your torch slot? Did you see? Is that a?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
thing?
forgot.
Yeah, he missed all that. Yeah.
I forgot that was a thing. I saw EQOA talking about it, and I forgot. Now I do. What do you guys think about that, by the way?
Yeah.
Too casual?
It's
I love
it's
it.
not
Don't
huge,
put it
but it
on.
helps.
It's handy, but it's kind of pointless.
Well, what's even the point?
I'm more interested in what they've said about the other light sources. That other stuff are sort of supposed to complement your torch, like the ranger lighting up your weapon, or like mage light, and all these different things are supposed to have different effects. They talked about potentially some of the light sources revealing stealth mobs. So you might need a specific light source to reveal certain mobs.
Here's the problem I have with it. Where are we putting the torch? Like, are we putting it
Where
up our
would you
ass?
guess?
Let's be serious.
What's the
It might
lore behind it?
Yeah,
Maybe
what's
that
the
place
lore?
like them.
Because you can't just put a torch in your pocket.
It's underneath your armpit, obviously.
Are we seriously sticking this up our booty holes?
It's in your torch box.
I mean,
Your
yeah,
torch
maybe it's
bag.
just that you stuck it in your zipper.
Oh!
It's in your torch wallet.
You see, yeah, the torch wallet. So why not do it like this? If it's a torch, you need it in your hand. You can get a lantern that hangs on a belt.
Hey, I feel like we used to have that
Yeah,
in this game.
we
I
did.
do too, yeah.
We did, and that made sense, didn't it?
When the torchlight came out, I said, "Hey, you could have fixed this with itemization. Like, hey, there's a helmet with less AC, but it's got a light on it."
Yeah, that would have been
Cool.
fun. Everybody would have went to try to go kill the things to get the lantern belt or whatever. Come on, VR. Don't just give us a slot to put a torch. I want to know what the slot is on my body. I'm confused.
Now I'm wondering.
Because I don't
why
see
doesn't
it.
my
I do
skeleton
like
have
it
one?
more than embers. Do you remember that?
About having to switch to your torch on embers?
Yes.
Yeah, you had to
Yes.
actually pull it out.
Yes, that was terrible.
I don't know. As a man, I do like to pull it out sometimes.
Oh,
Or you'd have to
Yeah, I
put
gotta
it in the
agree
ground.
with you there.
So I don't know.
that makes
Yeah,
Could
the
be a
ground
man
torches
thing, I
were a
don't know.
cool thing. I think that could definitely be something like
Yeah, ground torch. That was a
might,
good
might
idea.
come along.
I mean, we have kind of that. They've said the druid will have what the ranger has, kind of where they do
The
fire.
fireflies.
Fireflies. Yeah.
I want a mason jar with fireflies in it. Think they could make that?
Gotta
Well,
ask Joppa in
if you
chat.
put one thing in a jar, Nathan's gonna put something else in that jar. I know that's something
Oh.
else.
I mean that to me, you guys talk about like a lantern belt. Like that would be way cooler if you had a jar of fireflies hanging from your belt.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say a jar with a wang in it hanging from your belt.
I was gonna go with
That would
fart in a
be
jar,
something
but
Nathan would
same
wear.
thing.
Oh God, the fart in the jar.
What was
You
that
could
guy's
have
name
all of
again?
those.
What was that guy's name again? Ross. What was it?
Rasputin.
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 Right. They could.
Rasputin.
They could
Rasputin.
They could put
Rasputin.
That sounds like. That sounds like that Canadian dish.
Rasputin. That I
With the
did
raspberries.
not learn about that song until like a couple years ago, and I rock out to it, man. It's almost as good as Fireball.
It's a real banger. It's a real banger.
Raspberry poutine.
Oh, that would be terrible.
See, Brandon knows Boney M. There you go.
You get two.
Yeah.
You guys are level 14? Oh, so am I.
No.
Or almost. I'm 13. Almost 14. I'm like
This one's
half a bub from 14 on my pally. Not on this one.
Get the other one, Nathan. It's not, the other one's not.
Oh, the other one?
Alright,
Uh-oh.
well. One of them.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's alright. The dot's only gonna
You
be on there for a
failed
little
us.
bit.
Was it a
You're all
dog? I
stuck.
thought it was my Vex.
Well, you had a poison weapon on there. Alright,
Oh
we're good.
shit! I have 2 poison weapons on.
Guess what?
Sorry.
Who's the mez breaker now?
As long as it's not a necro dot, then we're mostly
That's
fine.
true. That's true.
It sucks so bad. To all you necros out there, if you break mez with a 40-second plus dot,
Oh,
it
yeah.
really fucking sucks.
Oh, that does suck, yeah.
I gotta say, or the summoner friggin' damage shield shit. No bueno.
I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, I'm starting to wonder if it works how somebody was speculating. Like, if it's just an AoE around the tank when you guys put that damage shield on.
Elon Musk was talking about buying Hasbro? What? Doesn't
Yeah.
Hasbro
Nathan.
own D&D now, or is my brain turned into total mush?
Did you hear what Elon did with Path of Exile 2?
With what? Path of Exile 2?
Path
He
of
got
Exile
caught
2.
cheating, didn't he? Or something?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
No,
hear
they
the full
hired
story.
someone
for
to-
boosting. Yeah, and he admitted he did it in Diablo 4 too. He's like, "What am I gonna say sorry for?" Of course, like I'm gonna pay people to boost my accounts.
What
What a fucking
weird.
asshole.
Well, it was
Is he,
funny because
is he like going on a villain arc right now? Is that what's happening?
I think it might
I think
be.
he's just stupid. He's just
I think he's,
dumb.
I think he's
just
he's
trolling.
just eccentric,
Like,
isn't
I
he?
think
Yeah.
he likes walking around saying, "Look, I'm the #1 player
Yeah,
in
'cause-
Diablo 4." And
Can somebody explain to me? Because I didn't really care enough to look it up, but now that we're on the subject, now I do care suddenly. People are mad at Elon real recently, and there was a picture of him holding his hand up. Did he throw up a quitler? Is that what happened?
that's what people are accusing
He
him
did
for.
something
Yeah,
like
he's-
super fast.
Yeah.
It didn't look like he was trying to do that. He looked like he was just being
Yeah.
like,
Okay, all right.
People are saying he did like a Roman salute or something.
So-
and
I mean, he did
but it
2
looks
of
very
them.
similar.
But-
Yeah, he did them back to
oh, I
back.
only saw one. Oh,
But then did he, after people accused him of that, did he take that picture and make it his profile picture on X? Is
well, he's that type of
Oh,
person.
I don't know about that.
Troll.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is very trollish.
Okay,
I mean-
that's what I had sort of
He
kind of heard,
is
but I
on the
didn't really look into it.
spectrum. He's a little
Yes.
special,
He is.
which, you know.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys, man. He's, we've all known people like him in our lives, I feel like.
I mean, did you not expect
sure.
him to be a Quitler fan?
I mean, I didn't think he would be, to be honest. I didn't think there was very many people left.
I think he's probably right there next to like Kanye West,
Oh my God,
just rocking out to it.
that's horrible.
Yeah. He's a really smart, he's one of those people, he's like really smart,
He's too smart.
but also like on the more things we consider to be normal, he doesn't get it. You know what I mean?
I think he likes.
Or he does.
Path of Exile 2 is a great example where, like, if you don't know anything about Path of Exile 2, you think he's good at it, but if you actually, like, dig in, it's like, oh, actually, he doesn't know anything.
Yeah, I saw where somebody was tearing him apart about his build in, I think it was Elden Ring or something. Somebody was, like, showing where he put his stats and how it didn't make any sense and blah, blah, blah. I saw an article about that, too. And it was like, dude, just who cares? Let him play the game. He's just playing a game.
Yeah.
I think the problem people have is his claims. Is when he starts saying he's like the #1 player in the
Oh,
world.
yeah.
And he's paid like professional people to play his account for weeks straight.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, but think
What's
about
the
it like
bracket?
this. He's owned a lot of companies where he's the boss. Where when he needs a problem solved, he hires a guy to solve the problem, right? So from his perspective, hiring somebody to make his character really awesome, that's just what he does. That seems totally normal in his world. You know what I'm saying?
His excuse that he gave was really funny because he was like, you have to if you want to compete with the Asian player.
Oh my
Oh my god!
that's awesome.
That's really what he said.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
Oh no, Elon
I am
Musk.
gonna get us canceled. tonight.
Oh, that's... He always takes it to a level you didn't expect. Every time. He always goes that next level that you weren't prepared to hear him say.
That's phenomenal. I mean, to be fair though, he's not wrong, right?
I mean, I
I
don't...
mean, you saw us trying to compete with Asians on Throne and Liberty. Wasn't so good.
Oh man, those Korean Zergs, they pay to win.
If he
They
bought...
wa-
If he
they
bought...
totally were.
If he bought Hasbro, would they change the name? They'd have to change the name to Wizards of the Toast.
Elon's dungeon. Would it be that? With all the friggin' kids that man has.
No, it'd be called D&D X. He's obsessed with
Oh,
X.
that
It'd be
makes
called X and D.
X and D.
DX
DXD. DXD.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
DXD. Maybe XD.
Bits for short.
XDX.
Yeah. How do we pronounce your pet's name? Big boned.
I don't know, give it a try.
Beige con.
Sounds like somebody's name in a hentai or something.
Yeah,
Bagcon.
TSR. Yeah.
Silent E.
Bagacon.
Big con.
You know, Nathan, recently I played a game called Tux and Fanny, and there's a part where you see a plastic
Aw.
bag in a tree, and I was like, I wonder if that has poop in it.
That's awesome. I missed that.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sad.
awesome. That's awesome.
I have to
I
go
mean,
back and watch
Tux and
it.
Fanny sounds like where Nathan keeps his torch.
Yeah, that is.
That's true.
That is the actual lore of the torch in this game. Tux and Fanny. Tux in Fanny. I think in Pantheon we should be able to get a bigger bag, like the largest bag in the game, right? Like a 60 slot bag, and it's super rare. But when you equip it, it puts a fanny pack on you.
No.
Is it worth it?
I would rock it.
Is it
I'd
worth
rock
it? 60 and it's lime. It's that 80s hot
gonna
green.
say,
You know what I'm talking about? Like
Is it gonna
that.
have like and purple triangles on it? Shit. Bright.
Yeah,
fucking neon
bright
green
neon
circles.
green. Yeah.
It's so neon green it glows and it's a light source.
And it's a light source, yes. It's so neon green that it's a light source. And you can't make it invisible. But you got a 60 slot bag.
What if you could get multiple of them and you had to have multiple fanny,
Yeah, but there's
fanny
people
packs
that do that
exposed?
anyway.
What was that, Mark?
There's people that just try to make their characters look as bad as possible anyway.
Yeah.
And they're not in this chat right now, definitely.
No, not
Nobody
at all.
here would-
We would never know anything.
No way.
Especially. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell you did to your freaking character in Throne of Liberty.
I know. It changed the art style of the whole game, it felt
It
like.
changed the art style.
Actually, you know what's funny? I think he was really a man going through menopause because I'll tell you what. That's how my cheeks look when I am having a power surge.
What is a power surge? What does that
A
mean?
hot flash.
Oh, okay. I've never heard it called that.
You made it sound like a Dragon Ball Z like power level.
Dude,
That's what it feels like.
my wife is terrified of menopause, man.
Change.
She should be.
She is terrified
You
of it
should be.
happening. That's what
Yeah,
she freaks out about it. She's like, "You're gonna leave me when I go through menopause." I'm like, "No, I'm not." But then deep down, I'm like, "Am I though?"
You're just gonna never want to ride in a car with her
Yeah, you won't want to ride in a car.
Why?
That's for sure.
Why? What happens?
because she'll be switching the AC and the heater for no
Oh,
reason. back
all
and
the way
forth,
up to heat, all the way down to
rolling
cold.
down the windows. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I haven't felt this like negative 20 friggin' degree weather we've been having, honestly, because I've been having the flashes. It's been wonderful. The only time I recommend having it, 10 out of 10.
I will hold my breath while I wait for the government to succeed at anything. That's what I'm saying, dude. Name one time the government did something right. It's hard. I don't know if you can do it.
I think we need to somehow resurrect the founding fathers. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're deaths at this point, but I don't know. Can you imagine what they would think of this country at the moment?
Yeah, I feel like it would take them hundreds of years to even, like, break down what happened. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. They'd be like,
And-
okay, these morons, we're supposed to, like, they're supposed to have militias to take care of this damn government that they've let overrun. What is going on? I think they would probably, that would be one of their thoughts.
What if they came out of their graves and like, this is rad, dog?
No, I don't think so.
Do we want to stay here or do we want to try the Galdassi ruins?
Galdassi Ruins. What's that?
The greatest place ever.
Let's go
Yeah.
there.
Let's do it.
Water goblins?
Oh, is that the Goblin Village?
It's a
The
goblin
Brown-
It's more than a
ruins.
village.
The brine shrimp goblins, yes.
Prime shrimp goblins. That's fantastic. So they're sea monkeys.
And then suddenly a wild seed came back. Hey, Brian Shrimp Growls, I'm in.
Hey, another YouTube. Who are you talking to? I'm trying to figure out who you're talking to. You said you probably think NASA is a valuable expenditure. Who are you talking to right now? Who exactly are you talking to? Because I know you're not talking to me.
I mean, NASA invented a lot of stuff we use today.
Yeah,
right?
sure. NASA has invented
Yeah.
stuff, but going to space and all that, I think is a kind of a waste of time. I'm gonna be honest.
But
For
we
how
don't-
much
but
money,
So we wouldn't have Tang.
like
The
the
gazillion-
the
Oh, that's
technology
Power
that
tools
is.
were invented? NASA invented power tools.
Yeah, lots of things have been
Cordless
invented
power tools.
because of it, but I don't think going and looking at rocks is very valuable to humankind. And spending that much money to do it, right? Like
See, that's
I
the
mean,
thing,
there
though.
there
It is
might
for
be
the
all
rich
kinds of
people.
crazy new minerals and stuff.
There
we
might
haven't-
be.
we never know. Well,
there might be.
Do we
we
want
could get some
do we want
superheroes,
to-
maybe.
I would argue there might be valuable minerals in the ocean that we don't explore.
Yeah, let's stuck and then we'll head back. No one's
All right.
falling, right?
Nope,
No,
I
it's fine.
stuck.
Are we stuck in?
Stuck and meet at the bottom of the lift.
Getting
Yep.
the stuck out.
Get your spells, Mark.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's get spells.
Got him.
Oh, Muujin. I don't think Muujin sees much value in NASA
I'm
either.
gonna
To be
come up and
honest.
sell them.
I know at one point NASA was thinking, or at least did, you're just gonna have this huge drone that was gonna, like, it was survey. I forget which one of the planets was. It was like Mars, or maybe it was Venus. I forget which one. It was really interesting, but I don't know how much value they would have gotten out of
I
it.
can't help but feel like NASA just wastes a lot of money, okay? Because, you know, they'll be like, oh, this project cost $17 trillion. And then they show it and it looks like it's made out of aluminum foil. You know? You know what I'm talking about? And you'll just be like, how did that cost $17 billion?
Well, they wrapped the titanium in aluminum foil.
Can you imagine how good of a video game you could make for $17 billion?
Unless isn't that Star Citizen?
I mean, maybe Pantheon would have been released 5 years ago with that much money.
Yeah, we could have released Pantheon already, but that kind of money. We're over here wasting on aluminum foil. I don't like it. I forgot how to climb down from here. There it is. I feel like the climbing just never works the way I want it to. Oh, these are all gray.
I will be right back, but I'll catch you.
All right. Yeah, I want to grab a drink too. The ocean 3% explored. Yeah, something like that. I don't really know the number, but
Look at you get on the lift.
I feel like there's probably really cool stuff in the ocean, you know?
Bye,
Right.
Dorkachu.
Like
I
I
was
want to
typing in your chat. Damn it!
I
sorry.
think there's a dragon in the ocean. Something that we would call a dragon anyway. You know what I mean? Something really cool. Something just badass living down there, you know? And I want to see it. I'm going to get a drink. I will be right back. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, folks. We got more to talk about.
Oh, you're scrolling on YouTube. What do you see? It's Nathan Napalm bringing laughs for free. But hey, don't you think he deserves some cheddar? Super chat's right there. It's never been better.
Dini, I got a question for
Click
you.
that join.
Purple.
Remember today.
When you
Houdini.
when you cast the buffs with the increased con, the buff on like the top right of your screen doesn't change, right? Like it still
Right, the
says
tooltip
same
still
amount.
says different than what it actually is.
So we'll say it gives you like 5 strength,
5,
but you're
but you'll
actually
actually
getting
have
like
7.
6.
Yeah,
Dropping our
yeah.
reviews, dropping those jokes that'll cure your blues. So toss a coin or a super
True
chat
story.
blast.
Dude,
Make sure his
you
content
know.
forever lasts. Don't be shy, don't be shy.
I think
Don't
there's a
do
cap
that.
on that. Like, I don't think you can get 1 million con, but I don't know what the cap actually
Join the
is.
Napalm Squad.
It was
and
making me
feel
think because technically, like tier 3
Click that
crafting,
join.
you could get 3 con.
Right.
Support
potentially on every craftable piece.
Most
And
of
then
the
you could
con
have-
gear I have is just +1s.
So just theory crafting here, do you think in the future that shamans will probably roll their characters and put their starting points into cons?
I mean, that's what I used to do.
Because
That's what I
wisdom
used to do,
is easy to get?
but it never used to work. So yes, I would. If I was to restart, I would probably put my points to con because wisdom seems at least easier to get from the stuff that we've got.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about enchanters and charisma. And I know it hasn't been tested right now on how much charisma affects mes resists, and then once we get charm, that'll be another thing. Hopefully, that'll be impacted by it. But I kind of feel the same way. Where like I'd rather put those first 2 points into charisma, just because int gear is kind of easy to come by.
Right.
Hey, don't you think he
I did one and one.
deserves some cheddar?
I mean, that also used to be. That's fine.
Click that join.
You only get 2, so that's okay. You put
Yeah.
1 into con.
Either way, it's not like a huge difference. Like
It's not
I
gonna
feel like by
break
the
you.
time you're 40 or whatever, having 2 int or having 2 con isn't gonna.
It would be interesting to see what like all the not mythical gear, but all the gear that Joppa keeps talking about that has amazing stats on it that we haven't found.
Dropping hot reviews, dropping those jokes
Yes.
that'll cure your blues. So toss a
Like
coin
more than
switch
1 or
that
2
blast. Make sure it's
of any
content
stat.
forever lasts. Don't be shy, don't be shy. Don't be cheap. The joint
Besides, like,
Well, I
a
mean,
straight
tier
plus
3
10.
has
emojis, perks, and
3 of
some
one
exclusive
stat and 2 of the other.
vibes. Join the Napalm
So,
squad
for instance, it could have
and
3 int and 2 charisma, or
Click that
3
join,
wisdom, 2
don't
con.
let it slide.
For crafted gear. And I mean, I'm assuming by level 40,
Throw him some dough.
we'll probably be seeing drops with like 4, 3, or 5, 4
So
on
grab
it.
your wallet.
Well, and I'm
Which
interested
seems
to
kind of
see
crazy now.
the druid buffs because my understanding is there's single target buffs that are supposed to be weightier, but you just can't put them on everybody, right? So I have to give you the I don't know, I'm just picking, but I have to give you the int buff and I have to give the tank the regen buff and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're talking about a druid
tank-
buff? Is that what you guys are talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you won't be able to put it on the whole group. You only have to put it
Yeah,
on
the druid
member. of the
is
group.
supposed to have single target buffs, and they're like Joppa was talking about, like he doesn't want people to be using like specifically Spirit of the Wild or whatever, Spirit of the Wolf 24/7. He wants it to be sort of something that you use in specific situations. But he was kind of talking about all the buffs like that for druid, like you might throw a bear buff on the tank, but you want to throw a tiger buff or a wolf buff on a certain DPS, and you might want to throw a different buff on somebody else.
That's my understanding of how it's supposed to work. And that's just from reading the old spell list too. That's how it was set up. So there was like a bear's resilience or something that was like stamina and stun resist or something. And there was a cat one. I can't remember them all off the top of my head.
A cat one, nice.
Well, it was just like that would be for your DPS. That one was like I don't know what it was. Strength dex. I'm not sure what it was.
Speed or dex or something.
I'm glad to hear him talk about the enchanter passive thing today on the stream, where he was saying it's supposed to be like a rare drop from a boss, and it's the one that gives your charm ability a chance to proc like a dire charm. So whenever you charm a mob, there's like a small chance that it'll be a permanent charm.
How do you guys feel about this? Recently, Joppa changed his stance on the mastery points. At one time, he said you would be able to get them all, but it would take you like years to get them.
Okay.
Recently, he said that there'd be like a cap, like say you'd get 40. Now, I don't know what the number is. I'm just picking a number.
Okay.
Which way do you guys like better?
I think they should treat it like AAs. Why not? Right? Like treat it exactly like AAs. Even if they want to do like you pick how much of your experience goes towards
I
mastery
think
or
Mark's is
none.
still AFK.
Is he? I thought he was...
Oh no, he's here. He's here. He's moving.
I feel like probably the best way would be like maybe EverQuest 2 AAs.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
It's not EverQuest 1 AAs where there's thousands and thousands.
Oh
and
yeah,
thousands
don't do
of
that.
AAs.
Yeah, don't do it
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I think EQ2 did it.
But there's like
Yeah,
yeah,
remember
there's
you
like
could-
6 that you get and you choose which ones you go to. And, yeah.
Yeah, and you could
Once
pick,
you-
you could be like, so let's say, for example, I think that adds to the gameplay style, because let's say you got some buddies who are still level 10 and you kind of want to keep grouping with them, but, you know, you're at that point where you're 4 levels above them and you're going to outlevel them and they play not as much as you. And you could be like, okay, well, today I'm going to play with you, but I'm going to convert 100% of my XP into mastery so that I don't actually outlevel. You see what I'm saying?
So,
Yeah, I love that.
so would you rather Pokemon and catch them all, or you want to have a set number like 100?
I think a mixed. I think the Pokemon go out, catch some of them, like some rare ones, is also a good idea.
Do you want to be able to have the ability, if it takes you 200 mastery points to master everything you have, do you want to have the ability to get all 200 of those, or do you want to have to leave some on the table and make
Yeah.
choices?
I think leave some on the table and have to make some choices. Yeah.
I think
I
I want
understand
them all
why
the
you-
points. I want all the points. I just want it to be hard to get. I want it to take a long time. I want to be like, hey, Vindini has every single mastery point. That guy.
That's
is
a good point
badass.
too,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing. That's kind of what Joppa would say in the old days, and I lean that way. I understand why you would do it the other way, because I feel like then you can make the top tier mastery abilities more impactful. Like
Yeah.
you can make them really big deals if
Well,
people
have
can
some
only
builds, right?
pick specific ones. But I do lean much towards what Vendini just said, which is what Joppa has said for years, which is you can get them all. It's just going to take a ridiculous amount of time.
That
Like,
actually
I think if
sounds
you-
better for the long term. The long term of the game.
I feel like if you
yeah.
play this game every day for years and
It
you get
makes
all
you
of
a
them, that should be
badass.
a cool thing.
Yeah, and that makes
know,
you a
if-
badass.
If you're playing twice a week, you know, for
Are
2
we
or 3
wanting? Sorry,
years,
sorry to
you're
interrupt.
probably not going to have half.
It's going to take your lifetime.
Are we wanting to cross here or around the backside?
Around the back.
I think weren't these lower though at the front?
Yeah,
I
the
think
front's
these are
lower.
lower. Yeah, I think we probably want to.
As long as we
Maybe-
kill, like the Tide
What are these
Weaver,
on
he's
the
white.
beach? Yeah. Oh, this guy's orange to me. This one over
So
here.
that's the
I-
fear, is what Rogue said. It creates too big of a divide for new players where they feel like they can never catch up. The thing about it is, though, is that if you make it really difficult, very few people will get there. Okay?
I feel like it always gives me something to do.
Yeah, and it just gives you more reason to go do stuff and
We
still
got
feel
aggro.
like you're
We got
doing
aggro.
something.
And you
for a
could do
purpose.
is when you do get it all, that unlocks progeny.
Ooh! By the time somebody actually unlocked it, they could actually develop that into the game. So, like, I'm going to use this as an example. I'm talking about takes a long time, guys, and I think that's the point. So, let me put it this way. How many people got to max level in Embers Adrift? Not many, okay? Because it took forever. From what Joppa used to talk about with Mastery, it would be much longer than that. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about not many people would be able to pull it off. Or even have the mental capacity, or not really that, just the fortitude to continue playing that same character for that long. You know what I mean? It would be
Right,
rare.
because you're not just earning them all through XP. Some
Right.
of them are quested, some of them are dropped, some of them are hard to
Well,
get,
that's-
I guess.
Right,
That's a big point. Like, by the time you hit max level, you should have a certain range that you should be in. And then once you hit max level, they're basically all going to be dropped, which are supposed to
Right.
be ridiculously rare.
And here's the secret. You got to build the in-game content not around people who have maxed out the mastery if they do it that way. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because if
yeah.
you do, then people have to do it, and people are going to be pissed, and they're not going to have time because they work jobs, they do this and that, and they're going to that's going to make them not want to play the game.
I get having the set amount, because then you kind of force, I think like Mark said, different builds. Like then shaman 1, 2, 3 could all be different shaman kind of thing. They all have a different mastery, but I don't know. I just like that. I just like that carrot, right? I just want to try to. I want to try to catch them all. I want all those points.
Yeah, I see both points.
Got one.
You know what else I'd like to see in Pantheon? I'd like to see at least one zone at some point, even if it's in an expansion, okay, where they get a little crazy with the monster design. When I say get a little crazy, I'm talking about like Dark Souls, Elden Ring style looking bosses, like crazy stuff that makes you.
How about duck-billed platypus dinosaur things?
Right. Well,
They
that
have
sounds.
Those are in the game. Those are in the game, bro.
What? Where?
Oh, we need to take Nathan on a tour.
Is it here in Wild
a
Zen?
big tour. No.
Yeah,
So,
Nathan
no.
needs to go for a run. We need
Say-
to get him on his paladin and run him around some of those zones.
Say that again. A duck-billed platypus
That's-
dinosaur man-bear pig. Is that what he said?
Basically.
Okay.
You gotta show him the rock going
How
on.
about giant ticks? Or those are in this zone? Actually, you already seen those.
Because all I'm saying is, I could get addicted to Elden Ring every time I play it because the bosses look so freaking cool, dude. Just so the imagination that they went to the lengths of how cool some of those bosses look.
Congrats on 11, Gulo.
Thank you.
Rats.
Yeah, different plane and make it weird, dude. Well, unfortunately, Ronik's not on the team anymore. Ronik was gonna put a quest in the game. You had to go find some random adventurer's kidney stone. Ronik was gonna do it, dude. He was gonna do it. He wasn't gonna mention me by name, but he was gonna say some random adventurer's kidney stone, and he wants it back.
That's awesome.
And that was gonna be the quest.
Do we want to cross over? Do we want to try and break this respawn?
I'd say crossover.
They made that
'Cause I know
illegal.
there's a chest in those ruins up ahead. And there's some water reeds. There you go.
Water reeds? Oh, yeah, you're right. It's not as good as jungle herbs, but, you know.
Listen, sometimes you just gotta smoke
But
something.
what is?
Yeah, what is?
We got a tide weaver from way far away. It's on Nathan.
Oh, yep, we got one.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the crab beetle.
Oh, I forgot I can't attack in water.
Yeah, pull it out of the water if you can, Nathan.
Oh, my bad. Is
Yeah,
it more powerful in the water? I don't
No,
have-
it's just harder for people.
I think
to
it might
attack
be
in
on
there
the
'cause if
pet
you
or
start
something.
Swimming.
He's not following me.
What's ranged?
My pet doesn't have top.
Oh, he's
it's
ranged. Let me-
That's what it is.
Let me try to line of sight on
Yeah,
him.
I saw
there it
some.
is, you got it.
There he goes. I don't want to get that goblin on me. Silent Hill style? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I want to see a dark forest in Pantheon, but the light doesn't get in, and crazy creatures like Kithagor, yeah. No, I didn't ask to keep my kidney stone. I was really drugged up. I would have if I would have. First, I was I was terrified. You know, they're about to stick ridiculous looking objects up, my D hole.
Your orifices.
And then when it was over, I was so drugged up that it was almost, you know how they say that where they're like, you're going to wake up in next week. Like, that's what happened to me. I woke up next week. I did love the stories while I was all drugged up, though. Like, my wife was trying to have, like, a meeting on... she was working from home so she could take care of me. She was having one of those Teams call meetings, with the camera, where they make you turn the cameras on. And apparently I walked by with my ass hanging out from the bathroom, all drugged up, with my hair all looking crazy. In the middle of a big corporate meeting.
Oh, just another day.
Yeah. Nobody said anything. Did Dorkatsu's mic die? Are you there, Dorkatsu?
I'm here.
Maybe.
Okay.
She hates us. She doesn't want to talk to us
I
anymore.
do not. You guys know I love you.
It's a mud skimmer 38.
Clerics get debuffs. This is crazy. Are they shaman now?
Trying to line of sight him. There he goes.
Did it get debuffs in
Oh, no, the
I don't
crud.
remember.
What's the crud?
I don't know. Doesn't sound good.
It does not sound good. You brought back Elementary's playground terror.
The crud is what's on your torch when you pull it back out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
On the
but
handle.
crud.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we call it.
You can't resist yourself. You gotta sniff it.
No.
Yeah, you got to. It's a health check.
I think they're talking about different cracks.
I think so too.
Oh, maybe we are.
Oh wait, no! You guys nasty.
Oh, you nasty.
Dude, the bards are gonna be good. Guaranteed. I guarantee it, dude. They're too excited about the PVL team that's done this great audio. Are like super pumped and apparently been working on for a long time.
Be.
They're gonna be good. Bard's gonna be amazing.
Hey, Nathan, let's go over here.
Okay.
We're gonna fight over to the side spot where we were before in the other group. Oh, like this one right here. I'll just see.
Oh god, the one time I
So what level is Steve, by the way? 8? Isn't he 8?
He
Yeah.
is 8.
Okay,
yes.
okay, we're good.
Yeah, he should be able to group with us till
So-
we're 13, I think.
So I will, unfortunately, for the very last time, miss next Wednesday. Because I won't be back from...
Alright.
That'll be about the time they tell me I
No,
suck.
Nathan,
That'll be the day they
no.
tell me I suck. And I'll be on my way home.
You gotta take us with you. I wanna go to Florida.
I wish I could. Wish I could bring you guys. I am getting to bring my daughter, but I won't
Oh,
get...
that's awesome.
But I won't get to see her except for, like, in the evenings. She'll be hanging out with a friend of mine that she's friends with his kids. You know what I'm saying? What do you call
that's
that?
great.
A friend of the family?
you
Is that
have
what you
to-
call that?
Yeah.
You have to make it the Wednesday after that, Nathan.
Oh, I will. 100%.
Because that'll be the last Wednesday I'm here, and then I'm
Oh,
taking
no.
3 weeks off.
Oh, no. Where are you going? Vacation?
Costa Rica.
Woo! Nice.
Yeah, all you guys will be
He's moving
freezing, and I'll be not freezing.
Without me, the bastard.
I was gonna have us run. I think we can still do it. Follow me. This is our spot right here.
Yeah, it's snowing in Florida. How cold is it there, I wonder? Like
I mean,
40?
I can't believe it that New
30?
Orleans got what?
Yeah, New Orleans got record-breaking snow.
They did.
My,
More than
uh,
100 years.
My
Like,
sister
what's
still
happening?
lives near New Orleans, and they had pictures of them all playing in the snow.
It's 40 degrees.
40? Okay.
That's good for you.
I like 40 degrees.
Yeah, 40 won't bother me now,
40's
unfortunately.
perfect.
I hate to admit that 40 wouldn't bother me anymore, but it is what it is.
What are you doing, Big Bone?
I was peeking in that window.
You wanted to see if there was the chest in there.
Yeah, that's about what it's been here too, Brandon. About -16, yeah.
Whatever you guys want. Unless we want to head up the stairs.
What does that go
I
right
think
there?
this
Try
is
these for now.
probably a
Probably
good
good.
spot.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
all blue, white, and yellow.
Where does that go though if you go up in there?
There's a big room in there with some goblins in it.
Really?
In fact, you can go to that room by just going up here and around the corner.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
right
you
turn
gotta
around
be-
the corner with a door.
Oh, interesting.
But be careful, be careful. You can aggro up there. Trust
Okay.
me.
All right. I'm coming back down.
Marcus, you want to pull?
And
I gotta
Me
say, I
too.
love how the poison works. in
I
this
can pull. I
game.
can pull with my passive pack if you want.
I'll pull the left.
Or Nathan can pull. It's all good.
Yeah, I can pull. if
Let's
you want
all
me to.
pull.
At the same
Let's
time.
all
At
pull
the same
once.
time, nothing will go wrong.
That
Oh my
always
god,
means good
they
XP.
run like like EverQuest.
I know they do.
goblins.
They nailed that part with the goblins
That
for
makes
sure.
me so happy.
They do need the butt cracks like we talked about last
They
time.
do.
I played. They need butt cracks. That's it. I love these goblin models.
It's a good thing we're finally seeing them. Didn't they make them forever ago?
Yeah, they made them like 2 years ago, and we kept being like, when are they gonna put those in the game? It's because of the animation, that run animation.
Here on Monday, it was minus 36 degrees Celsius without the wind. It felt like minus 50.
Dang, dude.
It was 37.
Wait, negative 36 Celsius?
Isn't,
Yeah,
wouldn't that be like
that's cold.
negative?
That's like
Yeah,
absolute
isn't
zero.
that like negative 100?
That's absolutely zero, yes. That's what I was thinking. Think of the quantum computer chips you could run in that kind of cold
I
weather.
think
Yeah,
somewhere around negative 30 Fahrenheit and Celsius become friends again, I think, isn't it?
I don't know.
That was like 22.
I can't keep track of your crazy, no sensical temperature system.
Look, it was based on when the king said, "Ooh, that's chilly." They tested them in different environments, and that's how they scaled the Fahrenheit system.
I gave him the cred so that he feels what it's like.
Here, have the crud, see how you like it.
What do you guys think about the? What do you guys think about the Nvidia announcement of those 50 series cards with the fake frames? They're bragging about it. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Sounds like you should skip this generation.
Yeah, and I was planning on doing the 50 series, and then I watched the announcement for it. I was like, I don't know, guys, I might skip this. This just seems a little
I may pull one.
seems a little gimmicky.
I was waiting for the bubble.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sorry, I saw you ran away, so I didn't give you the bubble.
Oh, we
it's
got
a three.
three.
Oh,
It's a
boy.
three spot.
Oh boy,
Here we go, Mr. C.
grabbing the one in the
Assistant
front.
Nathan.
That had to be the weirdest announcement of a new series of graphics card I've ever seen in my life. They were like, it looks like it's 120 frames. And then they never said what it really was.
I think it was weird they had that whole part where they were like, well, here's the CEO of NVIDIA, like, as an AI person, as four
Yeah.
different kinds of AI people,
Yeah, what the
and
heck?
they're gonna do like geometry questions for you. It's like, bro, this is a graphics card. What are you talking about?
Yeah, can we get back to graphics and video games, please?
So if nobody buys this generation, then the next one will probably be better, right? They'll put more work into it.
I don't know. I think so.
I think it is what it is at this point.
I don't know. I'll be interested to see, like, if people. Did it not feel like these are not even being marketed to PC gamers?
Rats.
Rats.
Thank you. Thank you.
It felt like they were marketing it to, like, Nintendo. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do they really need to market it to PC gamers? PC gamers are going to buy it.
I feel like I don't know if they will, though. That's because it's like fake. You know what I mean? It's like they're using AI to fake the power. And I feel like we want real power.
I'll be curious to see how those low-end cards do. Because
Yeah.
they are suspiciously cheap.
Yeah, yeah. It's because it's just weird, dude. I don't get it. We're in a weird time right now. I think we all stayed home too long during COVID, and something's wrong with us.
Now we're all just okay with getting tricked.
Yeah, like to our faces. They're like, we're gonna trick you to think you got good frames. You're gonna love it.
I tell you
Your
what,
brain
I
is
go
too
down to
stupid to
10
tell.
frames.
Believe us.
10 frames, yeah.
I did
I'll feel
no.
you.
I go down to 10 frames when a shaman's in the group.
Really?
When they group heal, the spell particles freak her left
Sweet
off.
mother of God.
She yells at me. I do it on purpose sometimes.
Okay, Witcher says he
Dude.
doesn't care about the real frame rate as long as the experience is good.
Do not go to Eastern Plains then and fight snakes.
And I mean, like, I would take fake frames if it meant that I got consistent, like, good frames, like, especially on
Well,
games
I think that's what they're saying,
came
right? They're saying, like, it'll seem really good.
To be better optimized.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes I play games like a good example, Path of Exile 2, where the mercenary grenades make you drop 30 frames every single time. But if fake frames would make it so that I always got 60, then I'd turn it off.
But also, since it's AI generated, right, the in-between frames, I mean, are we going to see weird stuff like people with 20 fingers and stuff? You know what I mean?
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just like weird, like you'll just notice like weird ghosting. Like I saw
Yeah.
Linus look at it.
I saw that too, and especially the number, like, words, right? Like, he pointed out that it was, like, weird.
People might have 20 fingers, but all the female characters will have anime titties.
Could you imagine it's like AI that's like really like lewd for some reason? It's just like, well, we're gonna draw more boobs now. They weren't naked, but now they are.
It even sees a tree that even slightly looks like a female figure, and it puts boobs on them with full jiggle effects.
It's like, this is round. It needs a nipple.
And it needs to be bouncing and swaying in the wind.
You get 2. Not in the mud.
Yeah, that's true. We do have fake frames now with DLSS. That's true. In FSR, that is true. It just feels like a weird time. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how to feel about it. It feels weird. It feels like I'm being tricked, and they aren't even trying to tell me that they're straight up telling me they're tricking me. Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
And
You
I
know,
mean, like-
it feels like when your mom said, when you're like, "Can we get Burger King?" and she's like, "We got Burger King at home," and there's not even buns at home. You're eating on regular sandwich bread. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like.
I'm just sick and tired of all these like, you know, computer like industry that's like, oh yeah, I'm running this at 240 frames, bro. We don't need that many fucking frames.
I know. Yeah, and people who act like that's the only way they'll play. But they're like, 240 frames or screw you. Like, come on, dude. Chill out.
Grats.
Thank you.
Yeah, grats.
Grats.
I mean, this card's okay, but it only runs at 200 frames. So I guess I'll accept.
At max settings. I don't know. I feel like all the time I'm hearing people in the tech world say stuff like, technology's advancing at the fastest pace it's ever done. Like, I don't feel like it is anymore.
No.
I'm not feeling like it is. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Like, AI is cool and everything, but, like, does everything have to be AI, you know?
Yes.
And honestly, AI for like art and shit sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I can
It
always
does.
tell.
Yeah,
It's like it has
everybody
that
can.
weird, it's too shiny and it's too perfect. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's too perfect. There's no.
Did you
human
hear
element.
Joppa
Yeah.
talk about AI and art and them using AI? I don't think it was like, I think it was like 3 streams ago. So what he said, no, don't sigh already. He said that they don't want, that nothing can replace the human artist, but what they've found is that when they're, I forget exactly the term. I think it's like modeling, like when they're modeling like the base of the character or they can have the artist do just like a very basic one and then tell the AI what it wants. And it'll make it super fast,
And then they can
just go
tweak it.
over it and do
Yeah.
They can go over it.
That's
and do
the
all that
smart
stuff
way.
really easily.
Yeah, that's the smart way to do it. That's how
And I mean-
AI should be used.
That's basically what a lot of writers do. They make AI give them like a general
Yeah.
idea, then they kind of refine.
Yeah. Yeah. or it'll just it'll spark their imagination, right? So they can use AI. I do that for Cringe Pony all the time. I'll be like, I want a funny story about a guy who screws a goat, right? And then it'll give me an idea, but I don't use its idea, but it gives me the idea for what I really want to do. You see what I'm saying? I do that all the time.
I think that's all you, Nathan.
Like,
Your goat's screwing.
There's nothing better than a good story about a guy who loves his goat. It's a classic story from the South.
You can't even see the full saga. Because one part you had to remove from the video.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for, Brandon. I see. We lost sight of AI. We completely lost sight because what was supposed to happen with AI was they were supposed to do our laundry and clean our dishes. You know, now we're making them do weird stuff, like give us fake frames on our graphics cards. Not what I signed up for.
Yeah, I would take like real frames and do my laundry and bring me dino nuggies.
Yeah. Is there a storyline to this game? Do we know the big bad?
Do they mean storyline?
Oh, that is what they mean. The storyline. Is there a storyline in this game? And is there a big bad guy? Okay, gotcha. No. No. Is there lore for the game? Yes. It's got good lore. Is it currently in the game? No. Not in early access. It is something that Joppa not too long ago said is a big priority to get into the game, is to flesh out the world with quests and information and things the players can find and learn about all the different factions and things going on and yada yada yada. And I doubt there will ever be maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't think on the vanilla launch of this game there's going to be a big bad guy, as in like a villain who is like the final.
Yeah, it's like the be-all, end-all one. It's not
Right.
like the Lich King. Like,
Right,
there's
Lich
supposed to
King,
be
right.
a bunch of like minor ones, and depending
Sure.
which race you are, you might have, or faction you are.
Right.
I think you might have a different big bad guy.
Yeah.
Than some other, people.
Right.
But yeah, I think each dungeon you go into is kind of going to have its own big bad guy or two, maybe.
Right. It's a little bit more like the real world, where there are lots of stories happening. You know what I mean? And maybe to you, when you're playing, you'll seem like this thing must be the final thing that you're trying to do. But then if you make another character that's a different race, class, combo, whatever, then you would have a different one, that kind of thing. How far behind is Pantheon from completing? Still quite a bit. A couple of years, I still say. I think recently there was rumors that it might not take 2 years. I think that it will.
Imminent.
Yeah.
I think it's going to take 2 years for sure.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see them institute, maybe they have it, I'm just not aware, because I didn't even think of it to just this moment. I'd like to see them put some AI into something like those vacuum cleaners. Because those things are dumb as crap, dude. We just put ours up.
Like a Roomba?
Yeah, like we have
the ones that run over dog shit and spread it all
yeah,
over.
they'll like run over dog shit and then spread over your whole house. You come back, you're like, oh, thanks, Roomba. We just put ours up. It sucks. It would fall down the steps. It was supposed to map out the house and all this fancy crap, and it sucked. It was the worst thing I've ever bought. It was a waste of money.
If I had one with AI, I would make it so every time it vacuums something up, it said "kill all humans."
Yeah, or you should be able to give it its own personality. Like you should have some shaping in its personality. You know, like it listens to your I know that sounds creepy. I know it does, guys. But
what Dorkachu? Didn't we watch something where like a guy was in love with his AI?
Oh
Was
my
it a
God, we
Roomba?
did. Yes.
Like a
He
movie?
made it.
Yeah,
Where
we
the
watched
hell
like a
did he do
movie, and the
that?
guy had like a roommate, and he came in, and the Roomba was like flirting with his new roommate, and he was like, "You're my Roomba."
Wow.
She's like, "I would never leave you," and then she's
I
like,
forgot
"Yeah,
all about that. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like that would ever happen. The only way that could possibly happen is if it also cooked you dinner. Come on. Come on. You can't sweep your way to a man's heart.
I don't think it was sweeping. I think it was probably sucking or something.
Oh!
Exactly.
Good point. Good point. It probably did have some good suck features. Okay, that's more realistic.
Maybe it had a special attachment or something.
They have AI snowblowers?
I've seen the lawnmowers. I've seen the AI lawnmowers where they have like a little like dog house on the side of the house, and it goes into like it's like
charge?
it's like a Roomba lawnmower. Yeah, they
I
go
like
in,
that.
they charge. You know, they know exactly when like the weather is best. They come out and
I like that.
mow your lawn.
See, that's the kind of technology we need to be working on. That's cool.
Thank you, Vin.
You're welcome.
You have any of the names on track marks?
You said names, and I simply went for the button that I don't have.
Reflexes.
I only see brine claws. Is there one that is a brine claw something special?
Yeah, release window, chill, and don't worry about it, man. I understand. Release window's probably they don't have an exact release date, but the conversation has been that it's probably going to be about 2 years. All right,
No, the
Brandon, you have a
names
good
are-
night too, man.
The names are all like Snick the Tidemancer, Crestlord Rucknar, Fragili the Ruinous, and
It would look
Grumsh
different.
the
It would look
Elusive.
On the list, it looks different when it's
Doesn't
a name.
look like it.
Look different as in it has a very distinct name that you wouldn't mistake for a regular.
I think I
Brian
messed
Claw.
that up because I saw he. There we go. What class am I playing? This character is a Dire Lord. My main is a paladin though. This is my Wednesday night character.
Rats?
Grass.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I mean, this guy is catching your main. So.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, my main's only 14. Yeah, the Dire Lord's really fun. It's a good tank class.
I am smoke
Nathan
trick
can't help
for
it.
smoke
No
trick
matter
for
how
10 more
much he
seconds.
tries, his Dire Lord will overcome his power.
I heard it's a fun class.
It is fun. Hey, the Dire Lord's a fun class.
I swear, word it is.
I always try to say it exactly like that so that Drac can't get a new clip.
Well, the inside's clear if you want to come check it out.
I wonder if I bet they plan on like doing some stairs that go down. You know what I'm saying?
The big room.
Yeah. Yeah, Dire Lords use mostly like, you know, swords, axes, stuff like that. You can do a two-hand build. I played one a long time ago and did two-hand and liked it. I do feel like, though, that the obviously better option is dual wielding. But if you just want to be two-hand, you can totally do that. But yeah, they don't use, like, hammers or anything like that. So...
They have to cut.
They have to cut, yep.
I'm surprised, like, spears don't count, because that's kind of cut.
Yeah.
Oh, true. No, not fist weapons, no. Nope.
Swords and axes, that's
yeah, slashing weapons would be a more proper word I would use.
On rebuff. Which is so quick on a cleric.
Ready?
Yep. Did anybody try out any of the new subclasses on Baldur's Gate 3?
I have not yet.
No.
I do plan to, but I've been too hooked on Pantheon.
I had a little time with some Baldur's Gate 3 when I couldn't come upstairs.
Hey, you winter played any more of your campaign?
A little bit, but she was gone. She's been gone. She just got back Monday. So Monday night at like midnight. So we haven't played in a bit. We're almost done with the Underdark. But on my game, my newest playthrough, I am about to finish up. I already did all the Underdark, and I'm about to finish up the what's it called? The Lizelle area, storyline area with the Githyanki.
Oh, yeah.
Mountain Pass.
The Crush.
Yeah, the Crush and all that, and the temple with the blood of whatever, can't remember his name, Lothair. I'm almost done with that. I finished the Crush.
Lythander?
Yeah, Lythander. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I just finished the coal. Everything I know, let's put it that way. Everything I'm aware of that you can do in the Crush, I just finished. So I'm about to, because every time I play, I find something new, dude. Every freaking time.
I don't think anybody knows everything.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
even
too much.
the people who, like, have done a ton of campaigns are still finding stuff.
Yeah, like, for the first time in this playthrough, I guess I always must have went there early, but in this playthrough, I didn't go to, I'm trying to think what that's called, that, you know that little town that you go to on the west side of the first map, and it's where the goblins have attacked it already,
It's on fire.
It's on
Yep.
fire, yeah. And every single time I've went there, when I get there, they're trying to break in the door of that burning building, right?
Yes.
This time I didn't go until I completed everything else, and I was headed to the mountain pass. I mean, I did the Underdark, I did everything, and then I was headed to the mountain pass, and I was going to run through there on my way over and do that part. When I got there, dude, it was already done. The door had already been broken down.
Everything's all gone.
Everybody was dead, and I was like, oh, whoops.
Yep. Certain things are kind of timed and like.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting.
Because I didn't know it did that. I thought those things waited for you to get there always, you know?
I've been amazed because I've already like been doing like multiple, like we did our evil campaign and then like I've done another evil campaign since then. It's like completely different.
I know.
Like you're still playing evil and you're like, how is this so different?
And if for anybody that hasn't played it like if you played it like really close to launch, the endings have been overhauled big time. Totally worth seeing the new endings.
I mean, even if you have the saves from like your first playthrough, it's almost worth loading up. I mean, I wouldn't even say almost. It's 100% worth loading up your first playthrough and just going and seeing what the ending is now because they've redone it a bunch.
Hey, it's Eric Zimmerman. What's up, dude? What is up? I still want my hard copy of The Desperately Departed. I'll tell you what, dude. I can make that happen. I can make that happen. So for anybody that's maybe probably confused what he's talking about, I did a graphic novel. It's on my channel, in video format. I made a graphic novel, gosh, back in maybe 2016? It might have been earlier than that. It was somewhere in that realm. And I owe some people a hard copy. The hard copy never happened. So, people here will understand this. So, Steve from the channel wrote the storyline, and I did the artwork, right? So, the way we did it was, he would tell me... I knew the basic plot, but I didn't know exactly what the people were saying in each panel, right? So, he would tell me what... He would, like, describe each frame, okay? But I wouldn't know exactly what they were saying in that frame. I would do the art, and I would send it to him, and he would do all the word art, right? Like, he would do the balloons, you know, put the text in, and all that. Well, we got about 3/4 done with it, and...
Where's your pet going?
And Steve didn't want to do any more of it. He was finished. He moved on with his life. He didn't want to finish it. So I ended up finishing the rest of it. And I don't know, you could tell there was a writer change. I don't know how else to say it. You could just tell there was, you know what I mean? You could just tell that somebody different started writing it.
Copies, when are we getting the physical copies of Steve's record?
Oh, we'll have to ask him about that. He said he said they're ready to go, didn't he?
Yeah, he said he got the funds or whatever he said.
Oh, Witcher says he can't load up his because Nathan owns our multiplayer characters. I wonder if they're still on. They should still. I wonder if I loaded up the game if they'd still be there. Because I doubt I deleted the save. I guess they would, right? I wonder if they'd be corrupt now because so many patches. You know what I mean? Old Man Orkin. Dude, I was thinking of Old Man Orkin a couple of days ago when I went back in that room with the kobolds in the room full of alcohol. you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
He ran in with his fiery sword.
The Witcher with the flaming sword, yeah, trying to blow us all up.
The whole room burst into flames. That was pretty awesome. That, you know, when I think back of our multiplayer session Baldur's Gate 3, it has the exact feeling of playing D&D with some buddies. You know what I mean?
It is pretty awesome. I show the When Lae'zel Loves a Dwarf video all the time to people.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That video is so good. I'm going to link it in my chat right now.
When Lae'zel Loves a Dwarf, that is a good one. I forgot about it. All right, see ya, Eric. Good talking to you, man. So me and Eric worked together for many years. We have we've had some adventures together. Eric escaped the corporate world and moved to the franchise world.
I was going to say he escaped the corporate world and now he owns a farm.
No, he moved to the franchise end. You know, where they, you know, it's not so corporate.
I went to school with an Eric Zimmerman.
Where at?
St. Louis?
Oh, no, that different guy. This guy's from
high
Baton
school.
Rouge. My son and I just started playing Baldur's Gate 3 again. We just beat Grounded on hard mode. Nice. Oh, Worldly Gamer says he's in Baton Rouge right now. We lived there a long time, man. I worked there and lived there a long time, about 8 years, 7, 8 years. I miss those days when I could just pull over to a gas station and eat some boudin, and it was delicious.
Boudin, some king cake,
Yeah.
turducken.
And if the baby is in your king cake, just swallow it, dude. Just swallow it.
Yeah.
Like, weird, what a defect, no baby.
And it's like, who did it?
For those that don't know, if you get the baby in your piece of cake, you have to buy the next king cake. Those are the rules. Passed down.
Abort. Abort.
Well, what happened?
No, that's what I say when I get the baby.
Oh.
You are horrible.
Whoa.
You're fired.
I thought he meant stop pulling.
That's also what I thought he meant.
8 inches of snow in Baton Rouge. The whole time we lived there, we never saw a drop of snow.
It's more like flakes, but okay. I'll give you a drop.
Yeah. Yeah, true. So I heard somebody today say, at least it's warm enough to snow. Right? So I was like, what? So I was like, well, maybe it can get so cold it can't snow. Maybe it can. So I Googled it.
That is a myth.
It's a myth. It's a myth. It's not real.
Mr. Canada there.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody say that in my life. At least it's warm enough to snow.
Generally, it is usually a little warmer when it snows. But it can still snow when it's cold.
Mm.
Does that mean, like, if it's too
Is it
cold,
more
it's just
sleet?
hail?
It just turns into sleet or something?
No,
It
it's
turns
like-
into
it's
pure
very
ice.
Fine snow.
What's
Yeah,
what's the
It's like a
psychopath
sprinkle.
thing in Baldur's Gate 3 called again?
Oh, what is that
That you
called?
were during our campaign. I can't remember what it is.
Oh man, I almost said it.
Dark Urge?
Dark Urge, yes.
Dark Urge, that's it, yeah.
I need like 2 minutes after this one. Maybe just a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
At least wash your hands.
Yeah.
A minute 20
30
then.
seconds.
A minute 20. I have to sing happy birthday while I wash my hands because that's the
Birthday
proper.
twice.
Gotta melt the
Twice
snow to
now.
wash his hands, guys.
Happy
Your
birthday
It's so
twice.
it's so cold here. It just instantly kills all the germs.
It just preserves them.
I mean,
Okay, you're just
Well,
wasting my
cold
time. I'll be right back.
he's gonna poop his pants. That's the problem. You hear that?
I miss back when I used to play with Random Rob, and he would forget to turn his mic off when he went to go pee, and we would literally hear him peeing and be like, "Bro, can you please mute your
He didn't
mic?"
forget. He didn't forget. Weirdos just into water sports.
The snow clouds trap the Earth's heat from escaping into upper atmosphere. That's why it warms up a couple degrees during a snowstorm. Is that real? That sounds legit.
Sure.
That sounds pretty
During
legit.
a big storm, maybe.
Like
but
a
it can
big
still, like,
snowstorm.
sprinkle snow. Sprinkle snow. I don't know what to call it, but
Just a little dusting.
like dusting.
Yeah.
Only reason I remember this is it was the night of my grandmother's wake, and it was the coldest I had ever seen Maine. It was -9 at the time, but it went to negative, 50 later that night with the wind chill.
Uh-huh.
And there were actual little flakes coming down. So because my friends and I were all outside smoking like morons in, -9-degree weather. But yeah, it was terrible. But just a little snow.
I remember one time it was -30-something degrees, if I'm remembering right. And I looked at my phone, and it gave like one of those warning weather alerts, and it said, "You can't breathe outside. It's dangerous to breathe." So
Wow.
I just didn't go outside.
That's scary.
Like, that's pretty bad. When they're like,
Like, so cold, like you'd breathe and like you'd freeze in your lungs or something.
I don't know.
I mean, it's possible.
I don't know.
That's one of those things where, like, if someone was fucking with you, you would know. You'd just be like, "All right, guys, I'm going outside today. Whatever,
No.
I'm not dying."
No, I don't remember what it exactly said, but that was my interpretation, okay? My interpretation was, don't breathe if you're outside. I do
Why
tend
should
to
it just like air
exaggerate.
quality low? And you're like, I can't breathe.
I wish my wife was awake so she could tell you guys what it really said. But in my memory, it said, don't breathe outside. That's what I remember. And I was like, then I guess I better not go outside because I kind of need to breathe. It's kind of not an option to not breathe.
Yeah, it's a little mandatory,
Right. I consider that pretty mandatory.
I like how my weather whatever thing is like, air quality is low right now. It's like, okay, what can I do about this? Nothing.
Right. Thanks for letting me know that that's not good, and that's what I'm having to live with right now. Like, imagine if you went to go get some water, and on the bottle it was, like, polluted. It's like, well, thanks for that warning, I guess.
One worm has been in this water for at least a second.
Well, our air quality here is moderate at the moment, which is pretty rare.
Someone pooped in this water, but we cleaned it really well.
It's just like Waterworld.
Yeah. Underrated, by the way. Underrated movie.
Yeah,
Did
I'm
you
good.
know?
Not a fan.
I'm not a
Remember the old
huge
Simpsons
fan,
bit?
but I feel like it was better than it did. You know?
Remember the old Simpsons bit where
I'm back.
Milhouse plays the Waterworld arcade game and he puts 40 quarters in, and then he immediately dies? Someone made an actual game around that.
Of
And you have
course
to
they
put
did.
40 quarters in every time you die.
That's amazing.
I love it.
I love that.
I love that people spend like parts of their very limited lifespan to do something that dumb. It's awesome. What's the howling in the distance, by the way?
How?
Yeah, there's like a rooster type squall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they just got some chickens.
Dude, that's
You telling me just because
Sasquatch.
they're halflings they can't have chicken?
I mean, they could, but that sounds like a little bit more than just a regular rooster. Just a little extra.
I'm sorry, a jungle rooster. Does that make it?
Oh! I saw Random Rob's body in AVP the other day. Well, what I can tell you is that he was an enchanter.
And he still is an enchanter.
He still is one.
He just might be a little lower level now than he was before.
Also, I got some bad news for everybody. I hate to raining on everybody's parade, but I checked this morning, and sure enough, Michael Jackson is still dead. I was hoping
Shocking.
for better results, but
And they didn't make him into a diamond?
no, not yet.
Dang.
No Michael Jackson diamonds.
Aw. It's
You
okay.
know-
His casket's pure gold, though.
And then I
I
was
mean,
like,
if they made him into a diamond, they'd probably only let kids play with it.
Oh my god.
I'm coming.
well, that joke wrote itself, to be honest.
No.
And then I was like, all right, let me try my luck a little further. And guess what? Fred Mercury's still dead, also.
That sucks.
I know.
I'm not sad about MJ. I'm sad about
Oh, come on. Michael Jackson made some good music.
I only like one of his songs.
We don't know for a fact he did all those things.
Listen, in Michael Jackson's defense, he did write songs for Sonic the Hedgehog, the video game.
Nathan, you
True.
could literally say that
Sonic
about
3.
like 99% of people in
I
history.
know, you could.
We don't
You
know
could.
for a fact.
We don't know for sure.
No, if OJ.
We don't know. You don't know about Marilyn Manson. I mean, not Marilyn Manson. What's the other one?
Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
No, not Marilyn Monroe. The Manson.
No,
Charles
Manson's.
Manson. There we go.
Charles Manson.
Not
Ted
Marilyn
Bundy,
Manson.
like
Actually, Marilyn
Jeffrey
Manson.
Dahmer.
He got
We don't-
accused.
we
He got
don't
accused
know.
of some stuff. We don't know. We don't know if he did those things.
You know
or
what
not.
I'm so sad about? So it's Betty freaking White. That woman was supposed to live forever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she almost did.
She really did. I know she had just been on the cover of Time for reaching 100, and she didn't reach 100. I was like, that's my kind of luck.
She was actually older than sliced bread. Did you guys know that?
I went down.
She was.
Have you seen her pictures when she was young?
She's beautiful. She's a beautiful elderly woman too.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, she was an old lady when we were kids.
She's looked old for a long time.
She has ever since the 80s. At least.
Yeah, she was old in the 80s, bro.
She was like, what year did she die? Was it 23?
It wasn't. Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
I think she was my grandmother's age, and it's like, God, they don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, it's kind of similar to the lead singer of the Rolling Stones, where it's like they're old for a long time. How are they still alive?
Yeah.
I'd
know.
like to know how Keith Richards is still alive.
I'm sure they've done a lot more drugs than Betty White did. Never
Probably.
know.
Homemade biscuits won't exist soon. They're almost gone.
Oh no! Oh no! I will make them.
Yep, AI biscuits are coming.
AI biscuits.
No.
All the grannies are almost gone. Biscuits are about to be. You'll have
Now
to
you
go to
get 'em in
Hardee's
tube.
and Popeyes for your biscuits. Them granny
Pillsbury.
biscuits are going to be gone. Pillsbury. Yep.
That's biscuits now.
She was 76 in 1982. Oh my gosh, dude, that's crazy. I wasn't even born yet. She was
Who
already
was?
old. That can't be right, dude. That
No,
can't be
she'd have been in her
right.
60s.
That can't be right.
Late 50s, early 60s.
Oh, Steve Irwin. That did hurt, dude. That did
Oh,
hurt.
yeah.
I was a fan of him. He was such a big deal when I was young that, like, you know, you'd be on the playground and you'd be like, somebody would be like, I'm Superman. You'd be like, I'm Wolverine. And then somebody else would be like, I'm Crocodile Dundee. Like, he was at that level. You know what I mean?
You know, me and Dorkachu just watched a documentary recently, and we were both shocked
Okay.
that this person was dead.
Who?
Jerry Springer.
Oh, I know. I just watched that documentary
Yeah.
too, and I was also shocked. I didn't know he was dead.
Like, when that happened?
Yeah,
That
we were
was-
like, what the hell? When
Dude,
did
I loved that documentary,
That's
by
a
the
few
way.
years ago, right?
it was really good.
It was pretty good.
It's worth watching.
That
Especially,
was also
COVID get 'em?
2023.
what's
Either
that?
20. What's it? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was
It was a few years
2023.
ago.
It was fairly recently, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. I'm getting Crocodile Dundee mixed up with Steve Irwin. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just realized. I just,
Oh my god.
so I wasn't as upset at Steve Irwin, I gotta admit.
You know what did
As I
hurt,
was
though?
Crocodile Dundee. That's who I was upset at dying. Sorry,
Did he
I got
die?
I combined those two people as to be the same person in my
Hogan
brain.
died?
When he did the movie, right? He was like 50s.
Yeah, he died not too long ago either, like 2019 maybe, something like that. Just guessing, but it was something like that.
Sucks.
Yeah.
You know,
Jerry
you know,
Springer died of pancreatic cancer.
Oh.
That's
That
Ooh,
is
yeah.
rough.
that one.
That's rough.
Patrick
There was
Swayze
Patrick Swayze, that hurt.
that day.
There was
he had
there was a
pancreatic cancer too.
yeah there was like a gun YouTuber who pretty much got pancreatic cancer, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
No, that's one of the worst ones you can get.
It
There's
is.
no.
And he was like, yeah, I broke my hip, not because I fell, but because it affected my bones, and that made me fall. And
Yeah, it's spread.
Was he a smoker?
I
Why?
don't know.
Does that have something to do with
Because
it?
it seems it seems to. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
But somebody else, John Ritter, when he passed, I was like, what?
Man, getting old sucks.
I
It
know.
does, I know.
Yeah. No getting away from it though.
You know what? The growing older is better than the alternative. So,
Dying young.
Until a certain
Exactly.
point, though.
uh,
At a certain
Yeah.
point, you know, the alternative starts to look a little better, you know?
I mean,
At a certain
I
point.
can understand
Yeah.
that.
I
Your
think it
in-laws start stealing your depends, you know.
It's all about the quality of life, you know?
It is. I agree.
Paul Hogan is still alive.
Okay, so
So there you
Crocodile
go.
Dundee is alive. Okay, good.
Okay, my bad.
Were you thinking about the guy that wanked himself to death? I mean,
Maybe I think I just thought Steve Irwin and him were the same guy somehow, and I just because one
I
was
mean,
dead, I
both,
thought they
no,
both
they don't
were
both
dead.
wear a hat. They don't both wear a hat.
No, I don't. They just
they
both
both
have.
deal with crocodiles.
Yeah, crocodiles.
See,
There you
yeah,
go.
that's it.
Same person. Crocodiles.
One of them has like is shirtless with like a vest.
And a big
a hat.
knife.
And some
That's a knife.
those pants though. Those pants are pretty nice. You gotta admit.
And Chuck Norris still with us, right?
Yeah, Chuck Norris still
Yes.
around. He's looking rough though, to be honest.
Yeah.
Looks like
Also,
my
didn't he say a lot of
grandmother
shit? Didn't he get canceled? Didn't he say a lot of like bad shit?
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
I
he's
was-
a Republican, so probably. He's all right. He's back in.
He's
okay
one of those
now.
old guys that don't care. Just says
yeah,
what
you
he
just
wants.
don't care.
Exactly
Yeah.
like Clint
Yeah.
Eastwood. God
Clint
bless him.
Eastwood.
We need more of them.
Dude, how David Carradine died. That's the way you don't want to be found.
That's what I was talking about.
All I gotta say is when you get to the point, here's a good marker for it. When you get to a point where your wife has to change your diaper for you and it's not for roleplay reasons, then you have gotten too old.
I love the caveat in there. I mean, that's thank you for making my notes. For that.
You know, it's gotten too far. It's gone too far. Quality of life is gone.
It gets worse. Unfortunately.
I
A
only
lot
had
of
to change
hospice
diaper
work.
once. Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, an adult, not my child, obviously, right? But
Wait, what?
well, my Grammy, I had to help her out once.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
I've never had to
she
do
had
that.
something called C. diff, and let me tell you what.
Ooh, that's nasty stuff.
Yeah, she died from it.
Mm.
Her urine was the color of Coke.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
Did she have the maple syrup pea
That's-
disease?
It's exactly what it looked like.
Wow.
It's advanced liver damage.
Oh
It's
man,
coming out like that.
goodness.
Because she was so dehydrated from it. And I know you. Anyway, we won't talk about that. That's depressing. But no,
Like
I
her
only
body
want-
just wouldn't get hydrated, kind of thing. Like it just couldn't
It's
Well, she
absorb
probably
the water.
needed dialysis and wasn't going to do it.
no.
Okay.
She never had to have dialysis. She was.
Ugh.
It was so bizarre. I never remember her being sick like a day in my life. And all of a sudden she got pneumonia. And it was actually the medication from the for the pneumonia
Mm.
that gave her C. diff.
What?
Well, it wipes out your natural bacteria in your
Oh,
gut,
Yeah.
I
and
see.
then it's opportunistic.
I see.
And I mean, it could have been prevented, but she
Gonna
would be
get
102 this year. If she's alive. So I mean, it's it was a horrible way for a classy woman to go, but it wasn't long. Which one?
The one that's not Mez.
What? I'm not supposed to hit that one?
I
You know,
it's a
you know what
shocker.
the Mez icon looks like, right? You don't you play an
No.
enchanter?
I
No,
thought
I do.
I thought that was a marker the tank put on the one that he's on.
Yeah.
I mean, if you pause it at just the right frame, it is an arrow pointing at the mob you want to hit.
Exactly.
I still like the old one better.
I agree.
Yeah.
The old
It
Mez
makes
icon.
so much
Yeah.
more sense.
Not when it was giant though.
It was, yeah.
I'm fine with it the way it is. I just want it to be a pocket watch. Like, get rid of the little purple pendulum and make it a pocket watch.
Word.
Turn it around.
Remember when there was the glitch and it would be any kind of way? Like it might be
Or if
swinging.
you really want to make it cool, just have it be a circle, like a pocket watch shape. And then inside the circle, it actually has the number of the hour of the time of day.
Ooh.
That's too much. That's too much effort.
We just got skins on deers, okay?
Are their eyeballs still falling out?
Let's see.
Oh,
Yes, they are.
I want to go see this later.
Yeah, you gotta like hit it from the right angle. You gotta look at it from like kind of behind and while it's walking. And you'll see its eyeballs like outside of its body.
Fall out of its face.
It's pretty cool looking actually.
This game just gets better and
Well,
better.
call Bronson, let him know. That's his fault.
Like I wonder how that even happened. Like I wonder what's going on there.
I blame him for the female faces. I'm sorry, I can't let that shit go.
I mean, it was 100% him. So,
I mean, he was working on new haircuts.
yeah.
Last I
Face is
Or
more
for
important. In my
ladies.
opinion.
I heard there's going to be a He-Man cut. Already
Is there?
confirmed. Yep. He-Man cut confirmed.
Oh man.
Is that entirely because of you? And he's like, He was like, I tune out.
No, we're not picking on Bronson.
Yeah, I don't pick on Bronson.
like
No,
Bronson.
Bronson's
I know
awesome.
we know each other. I wouldn't say
I-
critical, but
I-
we're aware of each other.
I know that he's got a sense of humor because I did make fun of
Yeah.
him and he was in chat. So,
No, we love Bronson.
yeah, I think he's done a great job, to be honest.
Absolutely. This game's beautiful. Which I still don't like some of the trees, but that's okay. It's not all of them.
You don't like the old trees.
The ones
The
with the
originals.
friggin' giant ass, holes in them. Not assholes in them, but holes in them.
Wait till
not.
wait till AI fake frames gets a hold of that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Just wait for
Trees
that.
with assholes in them. Gonna be her new
man.
fetish.
This is
I
going
should
to
just learn
attract
to
a
shut
whole
my
new
mouth.
market
You're-
of gooners. I wasn't going to play Pantheon, but when I saw there were boobs and butts and trees, I was in.
It's true. It's true. It's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, the spell effect is what's actually doing the mez. It's hypnotizing them. I think they need to add a class name called the Puppet Master. And he can stand right in front of an enemy and put on a puppet show. And as long as he stands right there in front of them, the enemy will sit down and watch it.
Trying to be like Rob and the Juggler.
Yeah. Kind of like that. But he can't do anything else because he needs both hands for the puppet show. You know what I'm saying? So he can mez, but he can't do anything else because if he tries to do any other action, the mez will break because there's no puppet show to watch anymore.
And they can only mez one thing at a time.
Only one thing. Unless two things happen to come at them simultaneously from the same angle.
Cone.
Right. Yeah, like in a cone, they could if they're fast enough and get the puppet stand set up and get the puppets out in time, it could work on 2 or 3 if it's just right.
This sounds like a lot of work.
I'm like the Necro. Channeled Necro.
That's how necros work. What you're saying.
Almost.
They make their little pets do a little dance.
And they're like, oh, look at this little skeleton dance.
Little pole pops out.
Gulo.
What?
What do you do?
Did you say that?
What do you think?
Knowing you, yes.
Wait, what happened?
I did not say that. No, I just said I taught you well.
Oh my god.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, you gotta explain this.
My Twitch chat said that I told them that she's into pee and poop stuff.
I am not a them.
When you were talking about role playing the poop that was changing.
Oh my gosh.
They also said they watched
Knowing
when Lae'zel watched a
Nobody
dwarf
knows.
video and they couldn't look away.
That's a good. So that's how that's like the best way to embarrass your wife, right? If you're in public, you know, and anything you say, you can almost use it for anything. You can, but you're talking about something bad people do. Always be like, unless it's for roleplay, and you will embarrass your wife really bad every time. That's a classic. I love doing it. Anytime I'm in a situation where I realize it would be really funny if you insinuated that there's a roleplay situation.
You're like, that's what we're into.
That's the time I walk away, but
Yeah.
I just walk away. I don't know, get to some other like stranger's car or something and walk away.
It's the best.
You're like, eating ghost pepper chicken wings off the bathroom floor is gross.
Unless
roleplay.
it's for roleplay between your wife in a sanctioned marriage.
Anybody need that? The netted mesh wristbands.
I don't know. Are they amazing?
What are
Well,
they?
they're
Yeah,
better
tell us
than
how
nothing.
amazing they are.
7 armor. It's and 1 agility. Warrior, monk, rogue, cleric, paladin, dire lord, ranger, druid, shaman, bard.
Dang.
Pass.
Sounds like a big old nah.
Well, I like them.
Well, then you can wear them.
Wear
You can
'em.
wear them. Yeah, put them on. Stop
You
trying to
can
give away
do what
loose
you
people.
like.
Since you're not passing on it, does that mean you're smashing
You
it?
can do whatever you
Get your
like.
mind off your
Oh
pee
yeah,
and
I'm
poop
smashing
stuff. But you
I
might
think
have
it's
to
shaped more
read
like a.
stuff and put
Clean
your
it up.
postcards on.
Who sings the songs in your videos? The really good singing is, believe it or not, it is me, except for not me, because AI made it good. Okay? Does that
I
make
thought you
sense?
were
Unless
gonna
he's
say
talking about
Quittler.
like.
I thought he was going to
City,
say the
that's
really
the-
good songs are Quittler.
The Quittler is just straight up AI.
No, he's not. He's a legend.
He's a real man. Sorry, he's a real man. Well, he used to be. He passed away.
Yeah, and you talk about being sad when somebody passed away.
Yeah.
And the surprising timing of it, like
Yeah, no.
I feel like Daimlos had to have something to do with it.
Yeah, it
so
was a
so
hard
regular
work.
AI isn't that
Hard-
good. However, you can make a song, right? And then you can add vocal tracks on top of that, okay? You can run the vocals through AI. It's not easy because it will mess it up. But you can take parts of it that are the way you meant for it to be, redo the parts that are weird and not what you meant, until you get it the way that you want and put it together in the song. Does that make sense? That's what I do with the really, really, really good songs. Like my outro song, I can't remember now, a few of them. That's how I do them.
But also, Steve.
And also Steve. Steve's actually, I think, better. 100%. Like, 100%. If I could just get Steve working for me full time to do the songs, they would be way better. Because Steve's songs are the best. Let me just do a little sample. And you may be talking about these songs. I don't know. Because like this was Steve. Let me find a good one here. Right here.
I'm on the south. My family don't visit me.
She asked me if she sounds drunk, and I said
really
most of the
tired.
time you do, but I think it's just your accent.
She has the drunk accent.
It's
It's
just,
just
the,
that
just the whiskey
New Englander
talking.
accent.
I'm never gonna talk again, guys.
I'm gonna.
No.
That's good when people are like, "What's your accent?" Like, I'm just drunk. As long
I
as you're,
did have somebody ask me that.
that
one time.
reminds me
I was
of?
drunk.
It reminds me of a time where someone said, "Smells good in here. What's that smell?" And then this guy was like, "Oh, I farted."
oh, I thought it was a delicious chili. My bad.
Aw.
Oh, that's right, that bit too. I forgot about that.
How dare you?
Because that really happened to Steve. He took a dump, and the repair guy came over and really did be like, somebody's cooking some good chili. Like, it didn't go any further than that. We added the rest. But that part of the story is true.
You're telling me that your house didn't light on fire and you tried to stay in there as long as possible?
in a bit of testosterone? No, that part we made up. Did I use AI to aid you in that video? No, that was all natural.
I think the diaper just like makes you look a lot older. You know how they say the camera adds 50 pounds? The diaper adds 50 years.
Yes, indeed.
Shit, I need a rebuff.
Yeah, that's right, Big Bone. You and your small sack over there.
I wonder if in the history of humankind, if there's ever been a conversation between two women talking about how small its sack was.
What kind of sack are we talking?
Like if they ever, you know, in private, they're
I
like,
know.
like, listen, it was good and all, but like, his sack is really little. I wonder if that has ever happened before. That was the smallest sack I've ever seen. Like,
You won't be
pretty
making any
sure,
children with that sack.
I don't know. I don't
pretty sure
know.
I've made comments like that.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know what women talk about in the privacy of their own womanly places.
Women's restroom, right?
Right.
It's not really though about like, you know, I mean, it just means, oh, he has no balls. That's pretty much. Oh, I'm sorry, he has no sack. You know.
But I mean, no, I mean like actually talking, not like a metaphor, you know. I mean like actually noticing, making a comment about it, you know.
I didn't notice it about other parts.
No, I mean specifically that part.
Old One Nut and Olsen again, up to no good.
Oh, One Nut Olsen. I remember when I was in elementary school, there was this kid, and you remember how, I don't know if they do this anymore, but they would have like races, but not like on foot. They'd make you like crab walk or something weird all the way around the gym, and you'd like
Oh my
tag
god,
somebody.
that was the worst day for me.
Yeah.
Rats.
Grats.
Well, they were doing the crab walk race, and you'd have to tag the next person, and everybody had to do it. You know what I mean? And it would be like a line of two teams. Whichever team everybody did the thing won, right? And we wanted to win real bad. And this kid named Brett, when it was his turn, and he was doing the crab walk, we heard like a snap sound, and he fell down, and was all like, "Ah!" And he had
Or something.
snapped his hamstring, I believe, and they had to call hospital, you know, an ambulance and all that. But we were pissed at him the whole time because the race kept going. Like they didn't call off the race. Like the other team kept going, and we were getting our asses kicked, and we were mad. We're like, "Thanks a lot, Brett. Jeez." And we were pissed at him.
That's so sad.
We were so
That
mad
poor
at him.
kid.
I know. I don't think we ever forgave him for making us lose the crab walk race. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody was mad at him for the rest of the time I went to that school.
We would have had a pizza party. It wasn't for you, Brett.
I don't think there was a prize at all, you know? I don't even think it mattered. Oh,
Another
dang,
grass.
get 11. Nice.
Rats. Time to hear that epic level up thing.
Dang, yeah.
How
let's
much
celebrate.
longer are we planning on going there?
Probably not much more, I'm going to assume.
I got that thing level up, level up. Just got that level up. Nathan leveled up. Level up. I leveled up. Level up. Nathan leveled up. Level up. Level up. Got the level up. Let me see you dance. Let me hear you scream. Gotta dance, gotta dance. 'Cause Nathan leveled up.
We're back from the level up celebration. Forgive me if you talked about this already
Hey, who
and I
else
missed
put
it.
Rattled up?
Rattle what?
Mr. C did it.
Mr. C.
I didn't. Not that one.
You didn't? Who put that one up?
Or maybe I did. I don't remember.
You did it. Nobody else has it.
I do, but I don't think we can both have them up.
Did you ever find your wallet? No, unfortunately I did not. I got a new ID. And now I have to go get a new social security card because it was in there too. I'd laminated
Never keep
it.
that in your wallet.
Because I laminated it.
No, you don't
No,
ever put
I
it
know.
in there, man.
I'm a rebel. It says do not laminate. I was
No.
like, oh yeah.
That's why you had to get a new one.
So,
I like how you were like, no, it's laminating. You're like, no, the problem is
nothing
in your
to do with
fucking wallet.
that's why I had to keep it in my wallet. It was
Yeah,
laminated.
it's not that fault. It's because it was laminated.
It's because it's laminated. Once it's laminated, you have to put it in your wallet.
No.
That's the rules. It says do not
No.
laminate, and you laminate anyway, and then you put it in your wallet. That's just what I do.
I mean, I'd be on I'd keep an eye on your accounts just in case.
I would.
It's in this
Man,
house.
there's a
it's,
guy
it's in this house somewhere. I don't know what I could have done with it, but it is
I
in this house.
fucking hope it is.
It is. I remember.
If you-
Here's the messed up part. I remember thinking to myself, I'm going to put my wallet here, which is a really weird place to put it, but that's okay because I'm thinking and I'm going to remember that. But I don't remember where that was.
How many times do you, in your common day life, do you need to whip out your wallet and go, oh, here's my social security card?
Probably
Never.
twice in my whole life. There has been a couple of times where they're like,
I'm-
we
Job
need
interview.
more
Okay.
ID. And I'm like, I got my social security card. And they're like, oh, that'll definitely work.
And they're like,
I'm
oh
gonna
shit,
laugh
you
when
actually
he,
you're
like,
stupid enough
moves-
to have-
I'm gonna laugh when he like moves houses, and the next person that moves in calls him and is
It
like,
should be
"Hey,
like
we
a
found a
fire-
wallet like
Lock.
sitting on top of the
You know?
mirror in the bathroom."
Fireproof lock.
And every time that you have to show your social security card, they would always say, you're not supposed to laminate these. And I'm like, I know. That's how it came.
Oh my
I used to be
god.
able to get a metal one.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh, that
Because they're made out of the crappiest paper ever. That's why I
Yeah, they
laminated
are.
it. They're like, here's this super important document that you really need for the rest of your life. By the way, it's made out of toilet paper.
And your parents get it for you as soon as
Yeah, when you're born.
born.
Yeah, it has to
like,
survive
holy
your
hell.
whole life.
I still have it. I still have the same one.
I used to until now. That's why I got laminated. It was starting to look a little rough, and I was like, I better laminate.
I mean,
this bad boy.
technically, you still have it. You
It's somewhere.
just misplaced it.
Yeah, it's around there.
You know it's in your house, right? Like you didn't set it down somewhere
No,
outside.
no,
your
I
house.
remember being in that. So I was changing pants. I was changing. So I.
It's not like you went to the
So here's.
Popeyes drive-through and said it's a weird place to set it, but I'm going to set it inside the window of the drive-through.
No. So here's this is probably something nobody knows about me. If my pants get wet, like if water gets on them, especially on the bottom near my ankles, I'm taking those pants off, dude. I can't stand that feeling of wet jeans on my bottom of my feet. I don't know.
All
if
right,
it
everybody in
bothers
chat,
me.
make a mental note, because if you ever meet Nathan in a public place, if you ever go to TwitchCon or see him at a Pantheon meetup, carry squirt guns, water balloons.
Go to the bathroom.
I'll leave. I will. I
aim
can't
for the
take it.
ankles.
I can't
Aim
take
for
it.
the ankles.
If my pants get wet, and that's what happened. Somebody spilt something and didn't clean it in the kitchen. See, I remember all this, but I can't remember where I was. I was in the kitchen, somebody spilt something, didn't clean it, I stepped in it, it got on the bottom of my jeans, and then I felt that horrible feeling, and I got mad, and I was like, but I don't know, here's the problem, I normally my pants would be in my bedroom, but apparently that's not where they were. Whatever pants I changed into was somewhere else, and while I was changing, I put my wallet somewhere, and then I don't remember where that was.
Drop it behind the washer or dryer or something.
We checked that. We moved the refrigerator, the stove, the washer and dryer. We moved the couch. We moved everything. We moved our bed, all the dressers in our room. We tore this office apart, moved the desk. I don't know. I have no idea.
Did you check every single pair of pants that you own?
I think so. I think so. And then it made it worse because then everybody starts thinking real hard about it. My wife was like, "Wait a minute. I think I remember finding your wallet in the laundry when I was doing laundry." But we don't know
And then
if
she
that
says,
happened
I
after or
remember
before.
setting it down somewhere weird.
That'd be funny. That'd be awesome. She's like, and I remember thinking, I'm going to put this here, even though this is a weird place.
So true.
On
That's
this
how it always
episode of The
is.
Twilight Zone.
I do that all the time, though, with stuff. I'll be like, I'm going to put this here, and this doesn't make any sense, but that's
See,
okay,
I
because
always
I'm going
put
to
my
remember.
little wallet right next to the front door, and I have like a little special doohickey I put it in, along with my keys, so I know where they are, so I never lose them again.
I'm just not
Because-
responsible enough to do that. I try so hard.
It
My- there-
reminds
wasn't
me of my mom. My
years.
mom, when we were little kids, would come in, and me and my brother and sister would be sitting there, and she'd be like, "Okay, kids, the first one to find my glasses gets $5."
Oh, nice.
And we'd all just blank stare at her, and then one of us would point at her and be like, "They're on your head."
Yeah,
We never got the $5.
it's a trick.
That's not right. You should go tell her, that
Yeah, she at least owes you
she
20
owes
bucks
you
by now.
restitution.
You owe us $20.
And with inflation,
And
that's probably
inflation.
that's probably like $60 by now.
Great minds think alike. That's probably like GTA 6 when it comes out, right?
Yeah. You might be close to being able to buy Grand Theft Auto 6.
If I had given Melody $5 every time I'd lost my glasses, yeah,
Yeah, I'd probably be homeless by now.
I would be too. I'd be in a nice cardboard box.
On top of the medicine cabinet. Our medicine cabinet is round. It doesn't have a top. No, yeah, it does. Yes, it does. No, I don't think I looked there, actually. I will after the stream. I'll let you know. I don't think
Actually
I would have
lost
put
my
it there.
wallet.
So wait, Nathan.
A couple
Didn't
months
you have
ago.
like a flight the next morning or something that you needed the wallet?
No, it's
for?
this.
What happened with that?
It's this Saturday. It's this Saturday that I have the flight where I'm going to Florida.
Do you have? That's not a lot of days.
Oh, I already got my new ID. I already
Okay.
got it. It came yesterday.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm a little disappointed in Wisconsin's system because I just went in and was like, I brought my birth certificate, a bunch of mail, with bills with my name on it.
Yeah, that's the proof of address.
Yeah, I brought all the stuff, and I walked in. I was like, "Hey, I lost my ID," and I thought it was gonna be this big deal, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you need your social security card," and I'd have to explain that I don't have that. I thought it was gonna be a big deal, and I go there, and they're like, "Okay, and what kind of whatever, what kind of paperwork do you have or whatever?" So I handed him my birth certificate. And he literally looked at it for 1 second. There's no way he even read anything on it. He was just like, "Oh, cool. Let's take your picture and get you a new one." And that was it. Like, somebody could steal somebody's ID so easy.
They don't let you just stick with the same picture you had before.
No, he made me take a new picture and
Yes.
brand new. But it did extend it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's true.
it means I don't have to go back for however many years.
Did you guys have to go on your birthday to get them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was like that everywhere or not.
It's not like that every year. But
Really?
You can go before that, though.
See, I got mine in February. I may have been driving a little bit without it. Oops, being renewed.
Like, sorry, I didn't want to go to the DMV on my birthday.
What?
Mr. Cop.
I don't mean, it was like in February, okay? We won't mention that my birthday's in September, but anyway. And I went and I did it, and it was in 2020. So I really lucked out because I got it right before all hell broke loose.
and then
I don't know. I'm falling asleep. I'm
All right, listen,
telling
Nathan.
stupid
Listen.
stories.
If there's one thing important to take away from this, if you find your wallet, take your social security card out
Yeah.
and put it It is safe.
I just need to give it to my wife. My wife keeps all the importance, so I just need to give it to her.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know if I had a birth certificate. You know what I mean? I haven't seen that in so long. I was like, I probably don't even have a birth certificate. She's like, you have a birth certificate. She went and got it. I don't even know where she keeps it.
You know where you get your birth certificate? Yeah, birth certificate, right?
What?
Where
you get
sound drunk
where
at all.
to get it?
Where would
If
I
you
get a
can
new
get
one?
Yes.
You have to be rebirthed again. You have to find a woman,
Yep.
go into her womb, and come back out again in a hospital.
Glad that's not how it Holy shit.
It's like, excuse me, ma'am. I have lost my birth certificate. How much would it cost for me to borrow your womb in a hospital real quick? I need a new one.
I could just see you doing that. Oh,
Or
you know what?
if
That's
you live in
great
Australia, you can go
brainstorming.
into the in the pouch of a kangaroo.
You
No!
could be a Joey.
You could be a Joey. You have to change your name to Joey if you do it that route, though.
Ooh.
That's the penalty.
Sorry, Joey, but I'm not Joey.
Maybe he was a Cringe Pony fan, and he already knew who I was. Oh, that would be the best. He's like, I know who you are.
Brother.
And then I get my ID and it actually says the Nathan Napalm. I'm like, that's
That'd
not.
be
It's
awesome.
not my.
Oh, that would be legendary.
My first name is not the. First of all, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. The real Nathan Napalm.
Oh man, that'd be hilarious. This is aliases: Plant Man, Cannibal Dad, MMO Cop. May be wearing a mullet.
Donnie Doodles.
I was gonna say
Doodles.
Donnie Doodles. Maybe wearing leotards. Oh lord.
How you doing, Vin?
Running out of gas.
All right, we can call it. That was pretty good.
Duck out,
That was pretty good. We all got to
mother
11.
stuckers.
Steve's 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're still good for that.
Yeah,
We are still
we're good.
good.
We can be 13, and he should catch up pretty quick.
Yeah, he'll catch up
And do
fast.
something like these, yeah.
What's this person talking about in the guild chat? Was the new Orc Cave added to AP yet? They're adding a. Is it about AVP?
I think they mean AVP. Yeah, they added new orcs, and there's caves there that are blocked off. Joppa said there's supposed to be more
Ooh.
like group mobs and names in there, but I don't think they're open yet.
Okay. Cool. Though.
Say, I don't know if you know, Nathan, but yeah, they added a bunch of orcs to AVP near the Silent Plains zone.
Really? Like before
Yeah.
the spiders, or? Oh no! I'm sorry. Silent Plains. Sorry, I got mixed up.
No. Yeah, Silent Plains. All right.
Before you go to Silent Plains, though, there's like
Yeah,
orcs.
you know how there's the big lake you run by in
Yeah.
AVP, and then you run down that long valley, and there used to not be anything in that valley. In
Yeah.
that valley, and like the cliff up above to the left, there's orcs, like orc camps.
What
all
level
over.
range are they?
16 to 20,
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
and there's solo ones down below and group ones up above.
Worldly Gamer says that's where they're at right now, farming. Nice. I did not know that.
It's a
I had
great
read
spot
that
for
they
those
added
levels.
more camp spots, but I didn't know what they were. Cool. I'm level 14, so I'm almost able to go there. Hopefully, I get to play tomorrow on my pally and can maybe get to level 15. That'd be nice.
Well, it's been a good run. We got people a couple levels.
Heck yeah. I'd leveled
Good
up
times.
twice tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for
That's
coming,
good.
man.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
I feel like Nathan digging twice in one stream is always a miracle.
It is. It is. It's a rare.
It's a miracle.
We did good.
I don't think we ever dinged twice in Embers Adrift on the same stream. Any
We
of
only
us.
had one death also. Mark's died one time.
Oh, true. I don't know if you guys missed or not, but I did go through a whole stream with no party wipes. Right after I
believe
said
it.
that was my New Year's resolution. It was like it was like January 1st. I did it. People
I
died.
call shenanigans.
People did die, but we didn't
People
have a
died,
full
not
party
Nathan.
wipe.
Oh, no full party. Okay.
Right. People died. Especially the polar. I think he died like 6 times.
So basically, what you did was the equivalent of saying, "Hey, my New Year's resolution is to work out more," and you went to the gym once. Good.
No, more like my cousin went to the gym, and I drove him there.
Oh.
So technically, I went to the gym. You know, more like that. This stream was completely AI generated, guys. This wasn't even the game.
That wasn't even Nathan.
This wasn't
That's
even
AI,
me.
Nathan.
This isn't even me. I'm actually asleep right now. I'm actually role playing that I'm getting my diaper changed by my wife right now.
Don't ask him to eat ghost pepper chicken. AI doesn't know how to handle that.
This wasn't the game. As a matter of fact, this was so AI was actually playing Pantheon, but on the new 50 series cards, where actually only 1 frame was real in this entire stream. The rest was completely
Just 1 frame.
There was 1 frame at the beginning of the stream that was real, and AI did the rest with the new 5060 NVIDIA card. So that's the power of that card, guys. So this was brought to you by NVIDIA. Those cards are going to be only $500. And now you see the power. So you might want to jump on that real quick. Thanks, everybody. That was super fun. And everybody, have a great night. Goodbye.
The stream is over. Don't bend over. We'll be back again real soon. So hit the like and sub, and don't you give up, because Nathan will be back real soon. Don't you run away and never come back, because Nathan will return someday. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next, but there's one thing for sure. Nathan will return real soon. Yeah. Yeah, Nathan will return real soon. So don't you shed a tear.